So, last session, you guys found yourself on the planet of Dantooine, finally. Upon arriving, you learned that on the surface of the planet there was indeed a Skywalker. You weren't entirely sure which Skywalker until, thanks to a series of questions from your small dash, you guys were able to unroot that this was in fact Anakin Skywalker, an individual that Soro had met many years during his time as a Padawan before he was locked in a tree, in a cave, in the bottom of the sea. No, in the middle of just a swamp for decades. As you guys learned a little bit more about Anakin, it seemed that he had come to his new graces and has been taking care of students here at this apparent Jedi Academy. After you guys scoured around the Jedi campus, essentially, and heading into their temple named after the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, you guys, partially some of you, found the injured individual, Luke Skywalker, who you were looking for before. He claimed to have information possibly of the whereabouts of your friend Exodus, who had seemed to have gone missing, as well as allowing you guys to have the information of where, in fact, Twilight's son was being kept. As Twilight went and found their son, along with their sister, it seemed that their son was a bit oddly eager to join along. As they headed back to this temple, and you guys were in the temple as well, you guys learned that Soro was offered the place of a Jedi Master by Anakin himself. He said after all these years, it's about time he's earned such a position. And after having a long conversation with his master, Soro and Chose seemed to come to a bit of a better understanding of each other, as well as a better understanding of what it is to be Jedi in each of their eyes. Meanwhile, Twilight and his son, Aurora, are heading back to the temple to gather back with their friends before heading off to find Exodus across the semi-plant and sandy covered planet. But after Soro has gained their Jedi position. Did I cut out?
Nope.
Oh, the music cut out a little bit. With that, we will see Soro, who I'm assuming has donned his red robes. Correct? Based on the effect that you made the token? Okay. Standing in the middle of a long aisle, Master Chose, along with a very eager and mobile, I forget his name, Nin, and Dash sit on one side, while a cacophony of young Jedi stand on the other. It seems that Anakin will be the one inducting this ceremony as he stands up on this large podium that you guys watched his last session. He used the Force to drag out from a part of the temple with the Force, placing it at the center of the room. There's a long blue carpet that sits underneath. On it, the new symbol of the Phoenix, the symbol of the rebellion, and of the New Republic lays on this large rug. As you look down, you can see what looks like little tiny footsteps of many others that have traversed across this rug in the last few years. Looks like others that shouldn't have traipsed across it as well have done so, as you can see boots that go from side to side, bit ruining the material of the rug. Around this time, you'll hear as the temple doors behind you guys all click open in a loud sliding noise. You'll look back and you guys will see Twilight and his son, Aurora, and Sunset all standing there, while everybody looks back and stares at the three of you. Twilight, what do you do?
Sit down, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, your sister will kind of like be rubbing the back of her neck as she goes with you, and the two of you watch as Aurora's gonna look up and is going to say, "We can sit over here, and then I'll sit over there. Your guests, so you have
Okay.
to sit on the right."
Okay. He'll just nod and like wave with one of his legs.
He's gonna give you two eye fingers, and he's gonna say, "Don't forget about the cat." as he walks away. Heads over to his side.
What?
So now, Sorrow, as you're standing there at the end of this carpet, you'll watch as Anakin lifts up his hand, and with a wave of his fingers, he'll kind of usher you forward.
Sora will take a few steps forward.
He'll nod his head and then wave his hand a little bit faster, like to hurry up.
Okay. He'll just get up.
As you speed up and walk up onto the stage, he is going to say, since I did not technically, before the fall of the Jedi, receive my rank as Master, and nor did my son, before the last of the Jedi passed, receive his rank of Knight, things have changed a bit in this temple. The ways of knighting is a bit past, and we will try to keep to the old ways, as well as learning of the new ways. Nick, I need to ask, does Sorrow still have his, knot on the back of his hair? The, braid?
Yeah.
You'll watch as, you're standing there, Anakin looking at you will take, his saber from his side. You'll watch as he lifts up his blade and ignites it. He is going to spin you around, facing the crowd.
When he does, Sora's just say, wait.
He'll go, yes.
I can't do this.
He'll lower the blade, and then he'll stop, and he'll back up, and he'll go, are you sure?
I never was a Jedi. I'm not accepting this because I was a Jedi. I was accepting this because I was thinking I could be something because I accept this. That's not right. I'm not a Jedi. I'm Sorrow. So I cannot accept this knighthood.
May I offer you, instead, a different way?
No. I'm gonna accept my way, personally.
Well, I ask that you let me finish before you assume that this is the way of a Jedi. Jedi position is not what I am about to offer you.
Okay?
We at the temple here understand there is many amongst us, even the children, who no longer wish to be old men, to follow the ways of Jedi. But we do still here teach and help grow those who utilize and attempt to learn more of the Force, as well as those who may at some point be good teachers. If you do not wish the rank of Jedi, that does not condemn you from our teachings. We have other positions where the simple replacement of Jedi is replaced with the Force. Over there, if you look at that young individual, and he'll point at this a kid that's also wearing a gray and red cloak, they'll kind of stand up. They look to be about 20. They have this bright white hair with almost a pale skin as they'll kind of stand up and they'll bow and they'll say, "This is one of our Force Knights. He does not claim to be a Jedi, nor a Sith, nor in between. Simply someone who wishes to learn more of his strengths here. If you would be interested, you may be knighted as a Force Knight instead."
Not to interrupt, I was just curious. Is this happening as a whole all of us are in the audience looking
Yes.
up on stage, or is this okay?
Yeah, you
Do we
guys are all
hear
in
this
chairs.
conversation? Or is this
Yes.
more just like between those two? Okay.
You guys hear this. This is public.
Okay. This is okay. Okay.
I will not accept that either.
He bows his head and he says, I understand. For each of us, it takes time to find our own way. For this is the way for some, but not for all. I was the one to offer you this position, and it would be cruel of me to force it upon you. You may step down, Sorrow.
Thank you.
Of course.
As Sora will kind of awkwardly hop down.
Can Dash like run from the aisle to where when he starts walking down the aisle? Can Dash like run up to like meet him?
Yes. As you guys are standing there, you'll watch as this individual, that you met last time, the tall, lanky, kind of white skin with kind of like a lattice-like flesh, will walk over, and he's gonna walk to you, and he's going to say, I want you to understand, regardless of you becoming a Jedi or not, my weapon has been planned to be passed down. What you did up there was brave and a good choice made by, as I believe to be, a good person. So if you will take it, I still offer you my weapon to protect yourself out there in the galaxy.
Thanks. I think, though, as he'll kind of pat his greatsword on his back, I got my own weapon, and I think I want to have my own instead of wielding another's. That's not my path. But thank you for offering.
He'll bow his head and he'll go, Of course, as you wish, and I wish you the best of luck, staying alive, keeping safe, and learning the way that you wish to learn. If you
Thanks.
ever need help or somewheres to stay, though I'm retiring here, you are always welcome to come back.
Yeah, thank you.
He'll bow his head as well. And you'll watch as the Padawans will all stand up, and all of them will bow to you as you're standing next to Dash in the middle of this rug. Anakin is going to step down, and you're going to watch as he uses the Force to press this temple-like pad back into the wall. And he'll walk over to the Padawans and he will say, You are all dismissed. And everybody will begin to clear out of the room. Anakin will walk back over to all of you guys. He's going to walk over to Master Chose and kind of take him aside for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
As we're going to go down to secrets.
Okay.
It has come to my attention that you will be teaching the young Jedi by the name of Aurora.
Yes, that is. Yes. That is what I intended. And that is what the Padawan I have sought out.
They are a bit tricksy. Be a bit careful sometimes and be open-minded with that one. They prefer a bit of the darkness sometimes, as well as talking their way out of things.
The latter is the one I'm most comfortable with.
Yes.
However, no offense to you, Master Skywalker, once they're under my tutelage, I would be teaching them how I see fit, as
Of
they will be
course.
my Padawan.
This is just a warning of character, more so than a warning of the way to teach. As we've come to an agreement, You may teach your ways. Things are not as formal here as they used to be. Each is allowed to teach in a way they seem fit to teach. Many of the old ways were lost, but there was something I realized as I stood up there. With you, these ways are not lost. You are a lore keeper, are you not?
Yes, I try to maintain the old ways of the Jedi, and as much as is best to keep.
I do also have another question I wish to ask of you. Years ago, there was a droid that worked on the ship of yours that I visited by the name of Hugh Yang. Does he still exist?
No, that droid deactivated and was out of commission a while back.
Ah, that brings sadness to me. Were you not able to save any of his information, any of his knowledge? I guess the way to put it is,
Mm.
do you have any chip from him at all? Something along those lines, his memory.
I do not believe I do, as I assumed that most of his information would have still been on the old ship somewhere, though perhaps that was a lapse in judgment of what should have been done.
Out of character, I'm curious. Did you or Soro take his memory chip before he passed?
I don't know honestly if either of us, like,
He
at
handed
least
it
for
to
I
the to
don't
you.
honestly don't remember.
I'm gonna go ask
I
Nick.
if I don't have it, Nick might have it, but
I'll ask him really quick.
I'm just letting go. It's just easier.
Hey, Nick.
So it's better to make the hard choice and not hang on forever.
I guess I don't really get the question exactly, but sure, yeah.
Oh,
That's kind of what I was saying. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, can I steal you for 2 seconds? I just have to ask you a question really quick, and then I can
Yeah, sure
get you
thing.
back. Okay, just come down really quick. When Hu Yang died, did he give you or chose his memory chip when he handed it away? He like pulled it out of his head and then held it out in his hands.
I got it
You got it? Okay.
because I remember having seeing it.
All right, then Chose would know that. All right, cool. Thank you.
okay.
All right, yes.
Then
so you would know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's in the hands of Soro.
Oh. Well, perhaps for now, I'll leave that with him. If he feels that it's deemed right for him to pass that on to us, then it is his choice. But what I am mostly speaking of is you. I've spoken to my son and learned that all of you have a task that needs to be achieved. It seems. But after this task is done, I was curious if you would come back and perhaps teach students once more, or at least allow us to learn a bit of your imparted knowledge. If you don't feel comfortable coming back and wish to stay with your Padawan, of course, you can always connect to us over the HoloNet, perhaps teach some classes.
That is something I'd have to wait for the future to hold. To be perfectly honest, I don't know what entirely that conversation was you had up there on stage with just believing in the Force as the one and only, as one of the only ideals or tenets to go by. To be perfectly honest, I disagree with that idea that the Force is just the only thing that follows it.
Would you come with me for a moment? If you would be willing to talk a bit more further on our topic. Did that come through or did I cut out?
No, that came through. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I'd like to show you something.
Of course. Sure.
He'll
Oh,
walk
yes,
with
I
you
shall.
back into the temple. You'll watch as he leads you further in. This. He leads you further into the temple. And as you get over to this one wall, you watch as he takes the force and slides open this large chunk of wall. And inside you'll see the walls covered in this large plaque. This plaque is covered with thousands of names. He'll hold his hand towards you as if like showing you that he's opened the door for you.
Mm-hmm.
You enter.
Yeah.
As you go inside, he'll walk in with you. And he's going to say, my son and I had this plaque made around 2 years ago. We managed to collect the names of as many Jedi as we could. But we did not put only the name of Jedi on these walls. They were not the only ones whose lives that were lost to the Sith. This side over here is an area of unmarked names, where an entire world of Force users was slain. And if you look over here, we have an entire area denoting those who were fallen or under the commitment of the Barash vow, which I'm assuming you know what that is.
I'm gonna try to. I want to say me as Andrew thinks that's of the because
Lordship?
that's yeah.
Heck
I'll
yeah.
need that. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
As Andrew could think something, but I don't know. I want to say that's a Sith, but it might also be something I have no idea about. 14.
14. Yeah, the Barash vow is easy. That's where Jedi do a self-imposed, exile, so that they can either be just Force users, no longer tied to the rules of the Jedi, but put themselves in a situation where they'll never be connected to things that might cause them to become a Sith, which is hard sometimes, or that just shows that they're not following the tenets of the Jedi anymore. The Jedi still keep tracks on them to make sure they don't go out and do Sithy things, so they have to tell where they're going to. It's what Malin did when he went to Lotho Minor, where he stayed on that planet disconnected from the Jedi, and that's how he survived the Sith.
Gotcha.
They're
Okay.
not bad people, they're just people that sometimes they're even Padawans that couldn't become knights because maybe being a bit too emotional, or sometimes they're Jedi Knights that get caught up a little too in war, they realize it and they go, we're done. I'm gonna leave the Jedi. It's usually not forced, it's usually self-imposed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gotcha.
What does Chose say?
He doesn't say it. He's still listening in. He's just still kind of taking everything in.
The reason I show you this is not to make fight, or to speak ill of your opinions, but there are people disconnected, tossed throughout the galaxy without their people. Planets gone, Jedi gone, potential Sith gone. With this, there's been a void Force. Only a bit of the light remains, and with this balance out of check, things have begun to happen. Weird sightings at the edge of the galaxy. Planets themselves disappearing. We're attempting to make sure that even those who do not have a place within the Jedi or the Sith, those who are simply users of a planet, users of the Force from a planet that doesn't exist, other planets that were ravaged by the Emperor, are able to have a... how much you miss?
It was after the planets disappearing.
The planet's disappearing. We offer the Jedi here, as well as Force users, a chance to learn, because many planets of these people the Emperor wiped out. Not including the ones we're talking about now, but planets the Emperor wiped out just because the people there had a nod of the use of the Force, simple abilities to lift a stone, to help themselves build. We offer them a place here so that they may learn and grow. If we force them into the restraints of an order that they do not wish to be a part of, it's exactly how you cause them to become disjointed, rebellious, dangerous. And we don't wish for this to happen, so we offer them a place here as Force users, as Force Knights. Eventually, if they wish to join the order of their own fruition, they may. But to force them would be dangerous. We wish to have a refuge here. Jedi Order itself has been gone for decades. All that remained was Master Yoda, Master Obi-Wan, and apparently you. The rest were killed. They cover this board. Many Force users were killed. They also cover this board. Those from Dooku to Maul to Qui-Gon Jinn. All of them passed from different reasons in the past 60, 70 years. We need to collect those that may use the Force to protect this galaxy at a point that becomes crucial, but also just to make sure that these people are safe again and not hunted down by a monster and his pet, as he kind of like looks down at the ground, a bit ashamed, it seems.
Mm.
I understand. Oh, sorry. He will let you talk.
What is it? Yeah, Chose will say, we'll kind of just speak up after just kind of like looking around at the walls and everything. Before you mentioned that there's a less of a presence in the light side of the Force than there used to be, I don't understand why then that more of the Padawans at this temple aren't being trained and learning about the ways of the Jedi and just left to be as they are.
I believe you misheard me, Master Chose. There is much of the light side as of late. There is no balance, which is the danger.
Which is why we should be training more in the ways of the Jedi to create that balance.
The light is not the problem. There is no dark to balance the light. There is no shadow to balance the bright.
That sounds like a good thing for the galaxy. The ways of the Sith brought us to a war.
Not the ways of the Sith, Lord Chose. There is usage of the dark side that is seen as helpful. I know this is a bit hard to say to a Jedi who lost from the world from the galaxy for many years, but what we've been learning is that before the Sith existed, there was balance through the dark in ways that was not as cruel as it is now. Death simply taking life that had grown too far, into dangerous forests being born so that being destroyed so that new grasses can grow and new creatures can roam. These are the things that the dark does well, that the light tends to aid. And it has caused an emptiness that something is coming to fill, a void itself on the edge of the galaxy. I don't know if you've sensed it, but we sense it here often. And when we learned of each of you coming here with the interest of going towards this void, towards this danger, well, we have become interested in each of your journeys together. This is less to convince you about the ways of the Force, and more to have a secret, maybe not secret, but an important conversation about what is happening, and I wish to know which of you knows the most about what is to come, and if I may speak to that person.
Besides all of that, there was a moment where I did feel a emptiness in the Force as we were all drifting through space. I don't know if any one of us in particular know anything about that.
Perhaps we will have a group conversation then, if you'd permit it.
I don't control the people in the group. You would have to ask them all personally. If you're asking for my stake in this conversation, I will, of course, join.
Good. Master Cho, that is all. You may go. As he points towards the door.
Yeah, I will. I will walk out. I'll give a playful bow and then I'll head out.
Okay. Let's head back over.
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh,
Hello.
You should, but never mind. I'll talk about that.
I've heard of it, like the event.
I cried multiple times. Very good, very good. I think you really
What
like
is
it,
it?
Nick.
What is it? What's the thing?
I'm not gonna say because we're in a session.
Damn it!
Oh my god, everyone! Darth
Dash-
Vader's dying. Somebody go
Dash-
save him.
Dash gets a +1.
Leave him to die.
HP.
What?
Dash gets
A
a
Okay.
+1 to
plus.
HP?
You get a +1
Why?
to HP.
What did I do to get a +1 to HP?
I don't know. You just confronted me, and I don't know.
I didn't confront
Whoa.
you. What?
No, like not a negative.
Andy, don't look at
confront.
Givers in the mouse.
Yeah.
You
I just
got
didn't
a +1
I
to your
didn't know how
HP
to
max.
react, so I just wanted to give you a +1 to HP because you caught me off guard.
I have 53 now.
You know what? Wind it up to 54.
Oh, I have 54 now. Thank you, O generous horse of gifts. I shall not look at your mouth because I know you're self-conscious about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the
Sense
donkey of
phrase,
presents,
don't
not
look
the
a
horse
gift
of
horse in
gifts.
the mouth. Oh no! Oh no! I have displeased the great donkey of president.
I want to make a donkey of presents now. That's gonna be a bus.
Very good. Yeah, Dominic the donkey.
Dominic the donkey. All right. All right. Very good. Yeah. So you guys will watch as Chose walks back out of the room, and heads back over towards you guys. As you guys are all kind of gathered together, Aurora's gonna look up at you and is gonna say, "Hello, I'm Aurora."
Yes, I know. We were introduced to you.
Oh, I fell asleep. I can do this thing where I sleep with my eyes open.
While talking with Chose.
I guess I forgot about that.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Aurora, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Soro.
This kid has a short-term memory.
This is my dad, and they're gonna point up at Twilight.
Yes.
Right. If you're done with your ceremony, I think that we need to go get Exodus, who is apparently at a. Wait, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot where Exodus is.
Look at your notes. As I also forgot.
Exodus is at a nearby town where there are droids. That's what I was told.
Okay.
Oh yes, that's right.
Thank you. Exodus is at a nearby town over. But I think that he needs maintenance, probably.
I can try.
I can lead us there.
Cool. Well, then, let's get
I
going.
will smile at Aurora.
We can take the speeder I made. As Aurora's gonna look up and it's gonna give a thumbs up.
Nice.
You're all very quiet.
Yeah, I just did a very public, awkward refusal. So yeah,
It wasn't awkward.
Might be
It was kind
a
of
little
badass.
I guess.
Oh, it's okay. It happens. I got offered the rank of master like 2 weeks being here, and I also kindly declined it. And I'll tell you what, I've been there. As they're just gonna like pat your arm.
Is this true?
Run a roll insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of doesn't.
Is this Aurora saying all this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
I got a
course it is.
16.
Hey, hey Andrew, what's Aurora's charisma?
I knew I was forgetting something about Aurora.
I know why that was such a long secret.
What?
I know now.
Why?
That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
What?
I think I know why it was so long secrets chat. We were talking about like why is it so long, but I think I know
Message
why.
me.
Because they were talking about
Wait,
Amber
Andy,
Hollow.
message me and I'll see.
Okay, I'll message you, Andrew.
Andrew and I were just
think
talking
know
about
why
Amber Hollow.
My gosh, Chris.
Hold
Chris,
on.
you just
Chris
is
made
here.
the session. We're just starting.
We've been
I
starting.
gotta do. Hold on.
You're good.
Wait.
Andrew's
done.
looking for stats.
I'm so close.
It's okay, you're doing good,
Hold on.
Andrew. I'm really proud. You're trying your best.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling up. I'm on a companion sheet. I'm looking at humans. Gotta look at the thing he sent.
How did you look at humans?
There is that. I can't say.
Katie, Chose is technically Aurora's master, so Chose has Aurora's stat block,
Ooh.
like companion stat block.
Is there one or the wait, yeah, Ty. Is there one or the other you would like higher?
What?
Of the two? Of the two things you gave me, would you wish one to be higher than the other? So here, I'll just-
Yeah, the one that helps the class, the charisma. They'd be more charisma.
Oh, okay.
You also get an
'Cause
array.
I just have
you get a points array if you didn't build it yet.
Yeah, there's just a standard array I gotta choose from.
Yep.
So I was just assigning those. I'm assuming there's gonna be that because of that thing. I'm gonna guess. Let's see, they're gonna need this just because of the class that is. Now we're gonna put. For now, we'll just do that. Unfortunately, just do that. Okay. Their charisma is 16. Aurora's is. Am I there?
Yeah, you're good. How much is it?
Yes.
Aurora's charisma is 16.
That would be a 20.
your secrets.
I'm trying to find a thing that'll. Here, I'll give you my confirmation. Here you go.
Ooh.
Don't worry. All I sent was the gif of, well, yes, but actually no.
So I think he beat your guys' charisma or your insight checks. Did Sora roll as well?
No, I didn't. Sordos just doesn't.
Yeah, Dash also doesn't believe.
You guys don't need to believe, but it doesn't seem like he has much of a falter in his lie. At least he seems quite confident that he was indeed about to be offered the placement of master, though as ridiculous as it might seem.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I wouldn't know anything about it though. So.
I will just clear my throat, like just standing. But or wait, no, I don't. I'm not actually there because I think this is the time when I'm talking with the other guy. Never mind. I don't do anything.
Yeah, so I'll just be like, okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, so Aurora will lead you guys out and head over towards his shack once again. You guys will watch as he kind of leads you into this large tented area as you'll peel back an array of cloth. And you'll see behind it what looks like this speeder. It's not very well put together, but it is quite large. It looks like it could carry maybe 6 or 8 people. It looks like one of those old Imperial speeders, the ones that have like the heavy armor are like the transport craft ones. But it's been kind of dismantled a bit on the sides to be a bit more open, and it looks like there's like almost like a sort of convertible roof-like thing that's been attached to it very hastily. And he's gonna point up at it and he's gonna go, "That's it." He's gonna look up at Twilight. He's gonna smile.
Twilight's gonna smile at him.
He's gonna look over at Chose and he's going to say, "Oh, hello." As they're gonna wave at Chose.
I will nod and wave my hand.
They're gonna say, "You're gonna be my master, right?"
I will. Sorry, I have a sandwich in my mouth. I will give an answering nod. Yes.
They're gonna go over and they're gonna say, "You can sit next to me then. We need to have a long talk about how this is gonna work." As they're gonna reach up and they're gonna pat your arm, and then they're gonna climb into the speeder.
Okay, I will. Wait, like they're driving or?
Yes, they're driving. It's their speeder.
Oh boy. Yes, I will sit in the back.
Well, no, they want you to sit up front with them.
Oh, then I will sit up front with them.
They're gonna look at the rest of you and they're gonna say, the rest of you can come if you want."
Yeah, that was the plan, I think. So.
Oh, then get in.
Yep.
Do you guys get in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Nin get in?
Yeah.
So Aurora's gonna like slap the seat for Chose to climb up and sit up front, and then they're gonna go, "Oh, Dad, you can sit here," and then they're gonna pull up like they're gonna knock a cup out of their cup holder and kind of swipe it a few times, and they're gonna point down at it. It's like one of those little like little station hubs in the middle between 2 seats in the front of a car.
I can just sit back here, also.
They're gonna look at you and they're gonna go, "Okay." As they start the speeder, it'll kind of wind to life as it makes a wretched sound as it begins to sputter on. As you watch as it begins to lift up and off the ground, you can watch as the dry dirt from the ground begins to float up and across the air, kind of around you guys in a plume almost, like a nuclear bomb has gone off as it begins to start to life. And you guys watch as it spins around slowly and then jettisons just from its launch pad, essentially sliding out into the open area as it begins going across the open land. Aurora's going to look over at Chose and is going to say, this is going to be them yelling, talking, but I don't want to actually yell talk, so they're just going to be, just imagine, just use your imagination. They're just going to say, so I have a long schedule where I need to make sure that I have all aerobic activities after 2 p.m. Anytime before 2 p.m. is my resting period, and then any point after 10 p.m. is my resting period. I can only do lightsaber training at 8 p.m. And finally, I have to be able to be allowed time for making cool droids and things like this for 6 hours before my resting period. Is that good? As they give a thumbs up as they're driving.
Hold on, I'm just gonna look at my character sheet real fast.
You're gonna look at how much backhand damage you could do.
I will just look down at them, and also just like not to scream it, not to scream it. No, that is not acceptable for your training.
They're gonna look at you with like a shit face, just like, oh.
I just give a sober look, just stare him square in the eyes.
Roll an intimidation.
Okay. Just a real sober, just like I'm not taking that.
What are you guys in the back doing while this is happening?
Just chilling.
Popping open a second soda.
No, that's not one.
Puke it in my mouth.
Eyeing Dash eating that drinking that poisonous soda.
What is it, a Sig Sig Pop?
Mhm.
Where'd you get that?
He just has 2 in his back pocket at all times.
Oh, those things are so warm.
Oh,
Oh, they're warm.
They
They're warm.
that's horrible.
I should warn you, they become a solid when they're warm.
Also, I hope this is okay. I said that in his hidden blade, like there's like a little hole in like the blade of the blade, like it has like one of those little like bottle openers.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
that's
they
100%
actually become solid? Wait.
Like a Laffy Taffy kind of solid.
I feel like it's more like an oobleck kind of solid.
Oh, when it's have you guys
it has to get like really hot though.
Have you ever had warm syrup? Like when you put warm syrup, like to warm it up before putting it on your waffles, so it's extra yummy.
I've had cold syrup.
Well, it's like warm syrup, where it's a bit more liquidy, but it's like still pretty viscous.
Mm.
Yeah, it's got that. You're like Flapjack from The Misadventures of Flapjack, just drinking bottles of syrup and getting drunk.
Bottles of syrup.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Nikos, but that is what happens when only under extreme temperatures of the Sig Sig soda get like solid. But like by extreme temperatures, it's just like a hot sunny day.
Oh yeah, it's pretty hot out here.
Like,
Dantooine's not a cold planet.
It's a chemical transformation. Like when it gets too hot, it like sets, just like eggs do.
Yeah, it hardens it makes the molecules looser, so it's the matter becomes more malleable, and then it just reforms itself into a solid.
So is Dash like chewing the?
No, it's like by hot summer day. I mean, like it's got to be like in the high 90s, but like it's possible. We've had complaints.
No, yeah, it's like Ty said. It's just very viscous, like really, really thick syrup.
Yeah.
So you got a 1 on your intimidation?
Yeah.
He's gonna look at you at first a little intimidated, then he's gonna pop out a laugh and he's gonna like gently pat your leg, and he's gonna say, "I get it. That's funny." As they're gonna point at you.
I
And then they're
don't
gonna
believe you do.
and then they're gonna activate the engine even quicker, so it's gonna become even louder. So now it's almost impossible to talk over, as they're gonna zoom the bike even faster.
That's all good. Their first lessons are going to be a living hell, but that's all good.
What?
This is what your child gets into when they're trained with me, Twilight.
I didn't. You don't need to train them.
Oh no, they're getting trained.
Okay.
Twilight's
I
like,
have
if you
nothing
train
to
them,
do
you
with
train
this.
me then.
I have nothing to do with this.
They're in
Um,
my world now.
I will pay for lessons though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wait, what?
Absolutely, yeah. If you also want to get lessons, you don't have to pay, but yeah.
No, okay. For Aurora's lessons, not mine.
Oh,
Twilight doesn't want
gotcha.
lessons.
Yeah.
yeah, that was just me being a punk. So as the bike speeds across the surface, you guys get a chance to see a little bit of the wildlife across this planet. It's nice. It's really not too bad here. The planet's a bit kind of like drier grass, kind of spread very thin. It's like spreading a very small amount of butter over too much bread of this grass is kind of speckled across the surface. A lot of the dirt is very dry, but you'll watch the cacophony of creatures that live here. You'll see one of the most beautiful of all of them is a large manta ray-like creature that flies overhead. You'll watch as the shadow covers over your guys' bike, and for a long period of you guys zooming across the surface, as it continues flying across the sky. You'll see 3 more in the distance also coasting through the sky, and it is a beautiful sight. As you're continuing forward, though, you'll see in the distance what looks like a massive crater. This seems to be where you guys are heading. As you get closer and closer, you can see the scarring on the earth as the bike begins to dip downwards, taking this fast slope into the angled pit of this large crater, sliding down deep within it. You can see what looks like the ruins of turrets that line the far outside. These turrets look like, for some of you may recognize, a mostly... God, none of you. None of you.
No.
No, they just look like turrets. Because
Was this
none
our
of you...
past perception you were looking at, or?
No, it's just none of you were really doing anything during the time of the rebellion or the Empire.
Oh yeah.
Only Exodus would know what these are. Um,
But he's not here.
they look like
Oh.
defensive turrets, is about all it is.
Hopefully he's on his way.
I will let Nin, Dash, and Twilight roll for the next object you guys will see. This large pieces of ringed metal that seem to be implanted in the earth like they were exploded from the epicenter of the destruction, launched and stuck into the dirt as you guys are going down.
What are we rolling though?
This is going to be a lore check from the 3 of you if you'd like, for Nin, Dash, and Twilight.
18.
Actually, Chose would be able to, too. Probably Soro is... Actually, yeah, all of you can.
18.
Would I? Because I was
Yes, you'd
trapped
know
on
what
a
this is.
planet for.
You would know what this is. It was around before planets were... Before the war.
Okay.
Oh, Dash. Dash got that.
What roll is
check.
it?
It's going to be a lore check. Everyone can roll if they'd like. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Nope. My strongest 6.
It seems like Twilight and Dash know the most about this. These look to be like rings from an old power generator. Twilight, you would have seen one when you were younger. It would have been what kind of powered most of the structures in your town, built there by the Empire during their presence in your city. They would have used it to barely siphon power to the where you guys lived, but would have been used to power towards their nearby base. But eventually, once they were gone, it would have been the only thing keeping your guys' town a bit more popular than some others. having that large amount of power source could be used for powering homes, powering air conditioners and stuff like that to keep houses less arid and horrible. Dash, you recognize these because your people use a modified version of this that's a bit more rounded, not as much kind of gaps in between the tubes, to power giant shield generators that keep the horrible snow blizzards away from your cities on the planet when they get a bit too dangerous, even for the buildings that pop up and out of the ground.
Okay.
With that,
Does it seem like there's any sort of like shields up right now?
no, this is destructed rubble from one of those.
Oh, this is destroyed.
Yes, you guys are in a crater of what looked like destruction here. It seems to me maybe there was a base of some kind that was here before it was destroyed, with the remaining turrets and the old power generator destroyed and implemented and stuck into the earth at the sides of the crater. But at the center of the crater, you guys will see what looks like a small shanty town. It looks like there is a cacophony of people, mostly humans, it looks like from the distance, as you can see their brown and black hairs as you get closer and closer down this pit. And you'll see what also looks like a large amount of droids wandering around this town as well. As you guys get closer, you'll see in the distance on the outside of the town, it looks like an old airport. A recognizable sight that I'm going to send a picture of to you guys. You guys see this ship planted over at a landing pad outside of the city.
Hmm.
It looks to be Exodus's ship.
Well, he must be. Oh, he must be over there, probably.
I guess so.
You watch as Aurora turns down the engine a bit and looks back and says, "Where are we going?"
To that ship.
They'll
That's
nod.
why he's gonna point at the ship.
They'll nod their head and they'll smile and they'll look over at Master Chose and they're gonna say, "I'm so sorry it got so loud. What were you saying?"
Oh, that was to me. I'm so sorry. I believe we have a better understanding of each other once your first lessons begin.
They'll look at you and then they'll just nod their head and they'll go, "I'm excited."
Yes, bright and early they will be.
They're going to say, "1 second," and then they're going to reactivate the engines again as you guys get over the little hill you guys were going up and over inside of this crater, as you begin to launch forward once again, skidding across the earth. As you guys grow closer and closer to the ship, you guys will see another recognizable individual heading towards this ship. As I will send a picture of the Imperial. No, I'm kidding. You'll see this guy right here, walking over towards the ship.
I'm sorry, I do not know who that is.
Campaign over then. I don't know what else to do.
Which person?
Exodus is walking towards the ship.
Oh.
You all are a bunch of funny guys.
Okay. Quick aside as Andrew, I completely forgot. I kept thinking about Gildara or Malin. I completely forgot that Exodus was with our group from the beginning. I'm so. Because Exodus jumps around everywhere in time, and I just forgot.
He does do that. He is known for time traveling.
Yeah.
He jumps around in time. I couldn't remember which was his original timeline.
Oh, Andrew, and your vaccine.
Okay. Andrew,
Yeah.
I don't think that Exodus is the one that time skipped.
Ever since we started this game, I never remembered that Exodus was here.
Yeah.
And now I know it's because of the COVID vaccine.
It's the COVID vaccine.
You're right, Nick.
What is this all going on? This is like the third time you guys have mentioned it's because of the COVID.
It's our bit.
It's their
It's our bit.
Okay.
blame
Nikos,
all our
don't say
problems
it's
on the
their
COVID.
bit. Don't you put it
Vaccine.
on us and say it's their
I mean,
bit.
If you guys had fucking strong Nordic blood like me, you'd be able to avoid
Yeah,
the
that's-
effects of the
that's the
COVID-19
issue.
vaccine. Get your fucking blood
Andy,
solid,
we have
okay?
weak Polish blood.
Well, fucking inject some corn flour in there to make your
Don't-
blood solid like mine, and then you'll be
Don't
safe.
do that. You will die.
Wait,
People who
why
are listening
not?
to this stream, I think it's important to know if anyone is
Wait.
I
listening
don't
to
know.
this,
Hold on.
do
Alright.
hold on
not
a
do
second.
that.
I think
Wait,
it's safe if
Corn
you grind it
flour?
up first.
I'm sorry. You're telling me, Nikos, that we shouldn't put things like we shouldn't inject things like corn flour or bleach or antibacterial disinfectants into our.
So are you
bloodstream?
saying I
That's
shouldn't
correct.
get a needle full of
Wait.
oxygen, straight
No.
oxygen, and put it in between my toes?
I'm
I'm-
not saying you
That's
shouldn't.
what the
I'm saying
president
anyone
told me.
listening. Right? Anyone listening
I'm
to this
confused.
should not do that.
That's what the president told me, Nikos.
Wait,
I
Well-
understand.
I'm confused. Is the problem because you're not putting water in the corn flour first? Like, you need to add water
How
first?
the fuck did
No,
we
it's
get
a
from
corn
not
flour
knowing
story.
Exodus to
So-
corn flour in the blood?
It's a corn flour
Before this
story.
becomes like a court case, I think maybe when they're like the funny people on YouTube said that it was okay.
The president
Exodus
said it,
doing?
and he's not getting flagged for it. We should be fine.
It's
Well-
right, exactly. So what's the problem?
Andrew, I think he
Not
did. Andrew, I think he did
legal-
get slack for it because I'm pretty sure he's not president
Not
anymore.
in, well, not in court.
Not because of punishment.
Just our legal team wants us to let everyone know that none of us are certified doctors and we are not qualified to
Yes.
give medical advice.
This is true.
But I think that if you are
Thank
gonna
you, Nico.
inject corn flour, that you should add water first, so it's a
I
liquid.
mean, that's what I would do
Yeah.
That just
I
makes
abstain.
sense.
I
if
abstain
I
from this.
had to. Because
Alright.
I don't have to because I have solid blood.
I
Strike
will.
me from the record.
All of my bad views are Katie's alone and not mine.
What?
Alright, I don't want to be rude and interrupt, but continuing on, as you guys zoom down this pit towards
feel
Exodus.
offended.
Exodus. Let's
Ah.
update you on what's been happening with you.
Ah.
We're just gonna go a quick little story bit with Exodus. About 3 months ago, Exodus,
What?
you had just gotten back from the planet. By the way, just so you know, everything that's happened in session has still happened the way it's happened, except for this bit I'm about to give you.
Okay.
So maybe we should go to private, actually.
Okay.
So after going to the planet of Sullust to get a new ship, you and your 2 ships separated on 2 different courses. You watched as the ship that your friends were on told you to go to Dantooine to make sure that the loved Joshua Skywalker was actually there. Or Joseph Skywalker? I don't remember what joke name you guys had.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, thank you.
Yeah.
While the other ship headed to the planet of Nal Hutta. Your crew, you remember specifically, made the decision that the best place to try to find Twilight's son first, before making sure that maybe he had possibly actually had become a Jedi, was to go to Nal Hutta to make sure that maybe he wasn't actually there instead.
Okay.
You have been waiting the last few months for them to return.
Cool.
On your way to Dantooine, you were attacked by a large vessel, you went invisible, and you jumped away. That's the editing to this storyline. All that has changed.
Wait, sorry, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. So that the large vessel, did that happen just to Exodus alone then?
That was just to Exodus alone.
So that didn't. So from Exodus's perspective, they didn't encounter that big flesh ship, or is
So
this
you
a
did.
different big ship?
So you ran into the big flesh ship. You were
Yeah.
able to get away. While
Yeah.
you were trying to get away, Zeta and a few others would have tried to infiltrate your ship. You would have been able
Yeah.
to take down Zeta quite easily on your own, and the others you would have been able to dispatch on your own quite easily. While
Okay.
the other ship, before this had even happened, had separated and went to Nal Hutta to try to find Twilight's son.
Gotcha. Cool. So, the last time Exodus has seen his people
Was on Sullust.
was on Sullust, and they
After you
willingly
killed the
parted
Imperial.
ways.
Yep.
at that point. So, gotcha. Cool.
In this, so you're in an altered universe, correct? Because like
I
Anakin's
as
alive.
Nikos do. Yes,
Yes.
I as Nikos do. Exodus
Yes.
obviously doesn't.
No.
but
I
yes.
was just making sure that you, Nikos, know. So
Right,
that's
yep.
what I was just giving you the alternate reality update.
Cool.
Is that you
Cool.
guys, the other ship went another way. So you'll learn more
Awesome.
about it tonight. So I just
Awesome.
wanted to let you know.
Sounds good. Sounds
Good.
good.
But yeah, currently in this town, what's been happening with Exodus is up to you, to be honest. It's just a small town with some local yokels, some good people that are using old ship base parts and stuff along those lines. From what seems to be underneath the town, an old military base that has barely survived the destruction that happened here. You'll know this city to be the old rebel base on Dantooine that was destroyed by the Empire. Around a few weeks after Alderaan, or a few days after Alderaan was destroyed. You would have learned that from some of the people here that once the base was destroyed, they came and started salvaging things, including these old droids. Most of them are protocol and astromech droids, but there are a few like security droids mixed in as well.
Sure.
That they've been using to help them around the town with crops and a bit of cattle that is at the far side of this crater. The crater's not really that young anymore. There's grass that lines the entire inside. Other than the road, you see the speeder coming down, and that's when you'll see the party heading down and towards you.
Cool.
Which is where we're going to bring it back to.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, the temple is going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's no traps in it whatsoever.
Why would there be temple traps? That makes no sense.
I'll be right back, guys. I just need to take 2 minutes to go use the restroom. I will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
So-
don't put traps in temples.
This is a very different Exodus you're about to meet. This is a very yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's okay. He just needs some maintenance.
He's French.
Oh God. Oh
hello?
God.
It is me.
Wait, there's a real
Monsieur.
test here about their friend, about them being French that I'm not gonna say because maybe it's a bit of a tasteless joke.
Were you gonna be like ethnically racist towards French people?
As usual.
Exodus, what's your view on age of consent?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's not ethnically racist towards French people. That's
It's just
politically-
That's a
actually
topical
it is actually a
conversation.
politically correct statement to ask.
I don't know.
When all of
think,
the France's great minds wanted it to be lowered, and literally wrote a fucking letter about it.
Oh.
okay.
But women weren't allowed to wear pants for a while. So, French priorities.
I ever told y'all that my mom was part of the committee which protested in her middle school to allow girls to wear pants to school?
That's cool.
Yeah, you did.
I've never heard of that.
Isn't that like awesome? Like how badass?
That was very
That
cool.
is pretty cool. And it also, from what is it? I've heard in passing about your mom. That does not surprise me.
Because the way I describe her is as belonging to a biker gang, but like not technically. She always tells me it's not a biker gang, but it's a
Biker gang turned college professor.
What?
Or I thought doesn't she teach something? I thought you said.
No.
She's worked with big computers, right?
Yeah, well, she went to BOCES for in high school. She went to BOCES for computing and like learned to like work on like the giant computers that were like the size of the room. And then like that's what she did at like Coca-Cola for a long time, was work with computers.
Oh, well, she's worked with those computers, the ones that are like fill up to the whole wall.
Yeah.
With the tapes on it that were around, and they're just real big and clunky, and they can just calculate numbers and maybe play checkers or something.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They had like all the cards. You had to like have them in the right order, and like it printed out the cards and everything.
Yeah.
Long strips of paper with like the hole punches on like the sides. You have to like rip them off and all that. No, she was never a college professor though. She didn't even go to college.
Oh.
Actually, neither of my parents. My dad has a 2-year degree. But Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, I am.
So a French Exodus.
Anything else?
Not for long.
Yeah, what else about Exodus?
I'm back.
You'll find out.
They're here.
There he goes. There he goes.
So Ty.
Catch your dream.
Yeah.
Twilight's child here. Is he wearing like the standard like Jedi robes?
Yeah.
We're
His are so it looks like he has stylized his a little bit, where he has a very light blue robe that has a brown trim around the edges. And then you'll see what looks like a bunch of small pins and stuff like that has been attached to the sides. And then in his pockets, you can see what looks like a bunch of like scraps and like spare parts seem to be tossed into his pocket. So not fully
All right,
standard, but
all right.
standard for the new standard.
Okay. And we parked, right? We're fully parked. He's no longer driving.
No, you guys have just pulled up a little ways away from Exodus, as close as you could get. These landing pads are lifted up and off the ground, so that way ships aren't just throwing the dirt into the air every single time they land. They are kind of hobbled together as well. Everything here seems to be kind of hastily put together. They're back from scraps and metal. There's not much trees on this planet, so most of the buildings are made from whatever seems to be the wreckage of this area. Would you like to talk to Aurora?
No. Ninja's gonna go up behind him. It's going to pull out a little smoke grenade. Gonna pull the pin and just kind of put it in their little Jedi hood.
What?
Yeah,
You know-
it'll explode and they're gonna start swinging around and they're gonna go, what the heck? Why? Ah! As they start spinning around and they're gonna fall out from the ship and fall on the ground. Twilight, you just watched as Nin put a grenade in the back of your son's hood
Yeah.
and then made them fall out of the ship as the smoke starts fuming everywhere.
Twilight's gonna reach out to like just grab full-handedly just grab Nin by the
Alright.
collar.
You're gonna have
Dash is
disadvantage.
pointing and laughing.
You're gonna have disadvantage as the smoke's rolling out. Make a contested check against each other.
What check?
You're gonna make athletics, and then Nin can make athletics or acrobatics.
Thing.
Dash is full on pointing and laughing with a belly laugh.
Oh my lord.
They're currently
That's my
moving around, freaking out, as you guys are all encompassed in smoke at the moment, by the way.
I got a 17.
What did Nin get?
1 second. Nin got a 14.
14. Yeah, Nin, as you put this grenade back there, and you kind of like standing there, I don't know what your thought in your head was to do this, but you're gonna feel a quick grab around the back of your neck as you're slung backwards and being held by a Twi'lek looking down at you as the smoke encompasses the two of you immediately.
And then Twilight's gonna hop out of the ship to help his son out. With Nin still in his hand.
How long does it last for? A minute, Chris?
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, as the minute passes, you're being held up in the air by the scruff of your shirt. Twilight, as you reach down, your son is like wiggling with their back on the ground as they're gonna take the can and they're gonna throw it up in the air, and then with the force, they're gonna launch it like a mile into the sky. And they're gonna look back at Nin and they're gonna say, "Why?"
If I was a scythe, you would have been dead. So you better get up for the training in the morning. Because you really need it.
I don't think
Nin.
that you should do this again. It's Twilight's gonna like turn Nin to face Twilight. Like
Yeah.
Look
You're
at
holding
him.
them by the back of their shirt.
Is then gonna
Oh.
respond.
Listen, all
This-
these people here thinking that, they're being JD, but like, I don't know. They all look like they're he's very lazy. He doesn't seem like he's actually going to be, fighting Scythe. He'd die.
He's not going to be fighting Sith.
That's what JD do.
Twilight's gonna drop you on the ground.
There's like a. Oh yeah, no. You both.
That was.
I didn't mean to
I'm
interrupt.
just dropping Nin on the ground after that comment.
If you don't want your son fighting Scythe, then you shouldn't make them a JD.
I didn't make them a Jedi.
Yeah.
My point stands.
As you say that, your sister's just awkwardly just like, yeah, I guess that's technically my fault.
Anyways, Exodus. That's why I was just gonna call out for Exodus.
Nikos, can you look at your chat really quick?
Dash is gonna really quickly like put his head really close to Nin and kind of whisper furtively, "Definitely do that again, and next time, let me help."
I'll pass. I'll pass Dash a smoke grenade.
Hey.
My.
I don't know if you can do that, Chris.
We
What,
won't use
this-
it in combat. We're just using it for the fun of it.
All right, if you don't use it for combat, you can have it. If you use it for combat, I take back my +1 HP
Ooh, okay.
and
I
more,
won't.
and
I won't
more,
combat.
and more.
Well, I mean, you gave me more than more +1. You gave me +2 because you rounded it up to 4. For
Thank
some
you,
reason.
Andy. Thank you so much for correcting me and being so kind. You'll lose 10 then if you use it in combat.
I was just trying to be honest.
No,
you
I said
know.
that. I said that genuinely. That was not a.
Wow,
that was not
this
an actual
is-
threat. That was
this
a
is some-
genuine response.
This was some weird negative reinforcement for rewarding good behavior of honesty.
Yeah. No, I honestly trust Andy to do the right thing.
Just like my
100%.
kindergarten teacher.
What?
Nothing. I lost many a Lego.
All right. So,
Oh no, me too.
as you call up Twilight, you get no response.
Like, what do you mean?
As you call
Is it
up
just like-
Exodus, you don't get a response from him.
Okay.
Well, how close are we? How many feet?
It's about 40 feet up, and then you're about 20 feet in the middle.
Oh, they're below. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Oh, I mean, where do we have to go to get closer to him?
You would just have to go to the town a bit and climb up onto the ramp
Okay,
that leads up to this landing pad.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Heck yeah. As you guys head over and begin making your way up this landing platform, in the distance you will see Exodus. Looks like he was tinkering with something on the ship. And you'll see they made their way up here finally, Exodus.
Hey, Axe.
Hello. How is everyone?
Exodus, what have you been doing?
Waiting.
For us to come?
Yes.
Well, we made it.
I heard
But
Yes.
Where were you?
Well, I've been here for a while. Once we parted ways, we decided we would split up. I checked just to be safe a couple other locations, and arrived here. I've been waiting for a few months, but assumed eventually you would arrive.
A few months?
Right, I heard that, and I don't think that's correct. We only took a day or so to get here.
That is incorrect.
What's the date?
The date is... I say the date.
Yeah, insert date 3 months after you guys actually would have arrived here, technically.
That's not right. It was just insert date 3 months ago. Yesterday.
No, it was insert
Yeah,
date 3 months ago. No.
Well,
How? Where do you get that date from?
That's a difficult question, I suppose. Who made the calendar system of this world, this universe? I suppose them.
You're gonna watch as Aurora's hand shoots up and is gonna go.
yes?
I know the answer. Technically, the people of Coruscant.
So, I
Humans.
suppose that is where I got the date from.
Can I check my data pad and see if it shows up as like that date?
Yeah. Roll a technology check.
Exodus, you cheeky bastard.
Have you been resting?
I suppose I've been working, but I haven't been doing anything more intensive than what we normally do, I suppose. But these past few months, I will admit, have been slow.
19 tech check.
Yeah, with a 19 tech check, when you first pull out your data pad, you see a fuzzy like screen that's kind of like making a little bit of a solid like shh sound. As you kind of like work to get it running a little bit more functionally, as it turns on, you'll watch as it begins to update. As you'll see, it's going through a UI update.
That's weird. I didn't think there was any updates for the software, but we'll just check later.
As you look at the top, it'll show how much battery you have to it when you'll need to put a little more energy inside of it, and then you'll see the date is set to 3 months ago. As the update ends, however, you'll watch as it corrects itself, and then it shows that it's now 3 months later.
Okay, that's not normal. Something is going on that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we left only a day ago or so.
And we weren't like frozen in like cryo.
Were we
stasis or
not
anything,
behind?
because my data pad would have changed then.
Exodus, you could check the fuel.
Fuel
We weren't.
of...
I mean, we didn't use 30 days of fuel, I don't think.
That's right.
Oh,
Right.
well...
Ah.
When weren't we behind you the whole time, too?
No. Well... This is confusing. No, you were not. We split up at Solus.
Did you not see where we went?
Well, I knew this was your destination. I arrived... Presumably, I would have arrived after you, but I didn't. I've been waiting here, like I said, for 3 months.
No, you would have arrived here before them by a
Oh.
lot, Exodus, based on what we talked
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't been anywhere else.
Well, alright. Is everyone okay?
I'm great.
Weird news, but
Yes.
I guess we're okay. I guess we should just continue on to our next destination. We got Twilight's kids, so it's time to go
My name's
look
Aurora.
for. I
Hello.
know your name.
Hi. I've already met you.
Oh yes.
You stopped at our base.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I like your color.
Thank you.
Right.
I guess we should just keep
Fun,
heading on
Aurora.
to the. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Dad? Father? Yeah?
What? I just introduced him.
Oh, I thought you were asking him something. He's gonna smile and he's gonna say, "Yeah, that's my dad."
Yes. I know your father.
And then this will also be a Padawan Aurora on the ship.
Interesting.
Yes. I'm gonna be a Jedi.
I think probably shouldn't split up from us again and ride on a different ship.
All right.
And you should come back with us like soon because we really should just get going to the next place we have to go, which is back on that planet, Sadamak, I think.
Mm,
Right. I don't know what we should do with this ship, but well,
Could it dock on our ship? Can we travel through hyperspace like that?
is that possible?
Is that possible, DM?
Oh,
Possible,
is that a
DM?
DM question? Yes.
I was asking. I
I
was
mean, it was
asking.
in character for Dash, but
I mean, no, I was asking.
well, I
was
don't-
also in
yeah.
character. I was asking like Exodus or Dash, who are the tech people.
well, Dash was just kind of like asking, but also I was kind of asking out of character as well.
Well,
Well,
let's get some
I'm-
tech rolls from the tech people.
Okay. Because I know there's not a hangar on the ship, but I know like sometimes you can like dock a ship to like the port, the access ports, and I don't know if we can travel through hyperspace like that. And I feel like I've seen that before, but I
Yeah.
don't know. 24.
24. Yeah, you know that would be possible, but you guys would have to take some time to modify the ship to do so. It wouldn't be easy, but it's not a bad idea. It's probably not a good idea either. It's just gonna take being able to do it, and having the supplies to do so. The Jedi
How
back at
much-
the temple seem like they like you enough to maybe offer you those supplies, but it's gonna take time.
How much time?
Probably about a week's time. If you can get more than just you guys working on it around the clock, you could maybe do it in 2 days.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me check
Hold
the
on
force power.
Flim flam second.
Characters.
While you're
Force
doing
power.
this, Aurora's gonna walk over to you. Sora's gonna look at me and just gonna go, "Hi."
hello.
What you did was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
thanks.
Do you like using a sword more than a lightsaber?
It works quite well.
What happens if somebody hits you with their lightsaber?
I get hit with a lightsaber.
Huh. They're gonna like look down and they're gonna like pull out their data pad and take a few notes, and then they're gonna look back up at you and they're going to say, "Where are you from?"
Don't remember.
Oh, I don't really know where I'm from, but I guess I could ask my dad. Dad!
Yeah.
As they walk away.
What?
Where am I from?
Ryloth.
They're gonna like look over. And they're just gonna like look at Soro. They're gonna walk back over to Soro. They're gonna say, Ryloth.
Interesting. Never been.
They're gonna smile and they're gonna say, well, I don't. Have I? I technically have been, but I don't remember it.
Cool.
I'll walk over to Soro, and see that they're both talking. Go, oh, hello, Padawan. Aurora, Soro, can I speak with you for a moment?
Yeah, sure thing.
Can I quickly do that force power really quick then?
Yeah, what force power is it?
So Dash is gonna like close his eyes for a second, and because it only takes a bonus action, he's gonna use his once a day danger sense as he thinks about whether taking a week to work on the ship would be a bad idea or not, and or like if. Yeah, no, I guess that's really what I had. So, like, the idea is like, would it be a good idea or a bad idea to work on the ship or not? This is like augury, so it's peace, danger, or ruin.
If you take a week, is that the question you're asking?
Yeah, if I take a week to work on the ship, and add so that we can. If we take the time out to work on this ship, is it going to be
ruin?
A bad ruin. Okay, good.
And you're not sure if it's in regards to the ship or if it's in regards to what will happen if you take a week.
Never mind. We didn't have time for that. We're just gonna have to leave the ship behind. Sorry, Exodus.
Okay, well. We can come back for it.
All right.
Did you try calming to us?
Did I?
No, because you didn't have any reason to.
No, I didn't have any reason to.
Yeah.
You didn't think us not showing up was reason to?
I suppose no.
I just gonna stare at you. In the future, I think that you should try doing that.
Well, if you have a way to communicate across extremely long distances, I'd love to be let in on that, but our communications are not that long range. So I figured since we were in different systems, let alone planets in a system, we are quite far away. I lacked the means.
Right.
I mean, yeah, our ship doesn't, as far as I know, have a long-range hologram.
Yours does. Mine does not.
Oh, I see the issue then. Okay.
Aurora's gonna scratch their head. They're gonna walk over and they're gonna go. Oh, sorry. What are you saying?
Sorry.
You're good, unless you'd like me to keep talking.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Aurora's gonna walk over and is going to say, I have a question.
Yes?
You guys were going near each other?
What do you mean?
Were you guys going, like, flying next to each other? Because Exodus said that you guys were far away.
Well, we were supposed to be flying next to each other.
And they're going to look at Exodus and they're going to say, is that true?
No, that is incorrect.
No, that is correct. You were supposed to be following us or flying with us.
No, that is incorrect. We split up at Solus.
We did not split up. We were supposed to be going to the same place.
No, that is not the plan.
Look,
was not
it's
the plan.
obvious. It's obvious that we're not agreeing on things, and somebody is wrong, or no one's wrong, and something really weird happened. But the point is we don't have time for that. We don't have time for a week. We don't even have time for a day. I don't think so. We should get going.
Okay, we can get going, but well, as long as we're on the same ship this time, it shouldn't be a problem.
We can talk about this on the way to Sadamak.
I think it's gonna nod.
Sounds good.
Dash looks like very,
Mhm.
very pale and afraid.
All right, let's get going then.
Well, I guess you can just leave your ship here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but when we were leaving the speeder, it was kind of empty. So maybe we could take this over to back to where we were. Is they're gonna point at the ship?
We can.
Oh, hey, Exodus, what did you do with the big AT-AT?
It's still there, I believe. I haven't moved it.
It's gonna sigh and like start guiding and heading towards the ship. Well, guiding Aurora and heading towards the ship.
Or I'll follow you.
Was gonna say something to Dash, or not to Dash, to Sora, by the way?
Yes, so we'll go to that now as this side is happening. Chose and Soro, what are you guys talking about?
It was just gonna be a quick thing from Chose. Chose was just gonna just gonna sort of lean down to him and just ask Sora, I know that that thing had conversation on stage might not have been exactly what you were expecting. Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't. Shows, I'm like, I know I act pretty young and youthful, but I am like 21. I'm like a normal adult height. I don't know why you keep kneeling when you talk to me.
Oh, force of habit.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I as Andrew genuinely forget that so many fucking
Nah, it's
times.
okay. It's okay. That's why I made that joke.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Sordo's age is weird.
I
But-
I also forget Chose's height because I think they're like towering things, but they're only saying like maybe 6 foot.
Yeah.
So like,
But
they're tall, but not-
yeah, I'm doing good. Just you always said don't go too brash into things, and I decided not to.
Good. I don't quite understand what they're talking about to just believe in the Force. I don't.
I don't know what Force Knights are.
I
Never heard anything about that.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who had that thought. I didn't know if that was just me sticking to like my old roots of the Jedi about that, but I didn't also quite understand just Force Knights. Like,
Oh no, I'm just Soro. Don't need any other real big label around it.
Well, I just want to check in.
Thanks. Yeah. So far, so pretty good so far. I think it was a good decision I made. Didn't want to rush into anything. And I didn't want to just become a Jedi Knight, not because I wanted to be a Jedi. That's kind of unfair.
Very, very profound and wise decision.
Yeah. But let's get going before Dash gets more terrified that we're not on the moon. Because Dash really wants to get this done. And then we can all do whatever after this.
Yes.
I need to check something really quick as you say that, as something might happen. The variant rules.
I'm gonna start burping if I keep doing those casts.
Wait, what's Gaslight?
Oh, I think she's talking about Exodus.
You guys, as you say this,
So, yes,
Soro,
no, that's not true. We didn't do that.
as you say this, Soro, you'll find yourself bumping to the third tier of a force bond. As you bring up, first of all, you. Spawn mates can speak with each other if they were. We're gonna flip flop 2 and 3 for the sake of this. We'll let 2 happen later. You're getting the third tier though. However, of you both are under the constant effects of the sense emotions force power, but you're only able to read each other's emotions.
For Dash and me?
Yeah. So you actually can begin to sense how Dash is feeling. If you would please tell Soro how you're feeling.
Dash is feeling anxious, paranoid, terrified, and what's the name for the other emotion he's feeling right now? It's resolute in the face of a terrifying decision. Like
Gotcha.
the feeling of like knowing something has to be done, but like still having reservations about doing it. That's the emotion.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
Sorry.
that no, I didn't. Yeah.
I do
And then I could also.
No,
I
it's
could also
yeah,
just talk with them,
yeah.
kind of telepathy style.
No, we're split flopping 3 and 2. So you'll have 2 as the next step.
We only have 2.
Oh, so because you said we had 3.
No, so I corrected myself because you have the first tier and the third tier, and then you'll get the second tier eventually. But I want that to be a moment. I'm not gonna just say if you guys would like to have it, but use it later and have that be the moment, you can. That's also acceptable. I was just wanted to give you guys a chance to have a use for it. But if you feel like you guys can create your own moment with it, then yes, you can have it.
Oh, I was right about to create the moment.
Oh, then create the moment. Then yeah, you have it.
Okay, hold on. You'll see this.
I'm worried.
Dash, all of a sudden you get a weird message.
I'm worried. I'm
Throw it
so
into that
worried.
in-game chat. Oh, that works too. It's less crybaby. Yeah, you hear this in your head. Dash.
Shut up. He says that out loud.
Dash, who are you talking to?
The only person you're standing next to when you say that is Exodus.
He turns around to like look at Soro and sees that he's like a ways back, and he goes, "Did you like steal like the voice files of Soro and then like put them in your vocabulator?"
Wait, did you ask me that?
Yeah.
No.
Whatever.
Are you guys getting on the ship? I thought you wanted.
Yeah, we're getting on.
Alright.
Ah, I heard a voice in my head.
I said shut up, just get on the stupid ship.
Who are you talking to? I'm on the ship.
You guys are on the ship. Everybody's
Okay,
on the
well,
ship.
just stay away from me. Dash is gonna like try to move away from Soro.
Yeah. As you guys get onto the ship and move away from Soro, Exodus, you're able to pilot this ship over to the base if you'd so like.
Sure.
Sweet. As you take the ship back over towards the city, the landing pad that was opened up by the removal of the speeder is a perfect place to land this ship if you so desire, as it is wide open and right in the center of the city. It might also be a good place to keep the ship safe. The Jedi here don't seem to be ones that'll scrap your ship while you're gone.
Cool.
Yeah, as you guys are flying there, as the ship lands and you guys all settle, you guys are going to see what looks like Anakin is standing with his hands crossed around near where you guys land the ship. As you guys exit out, he is going to say, I believe we should all hurry to the temple quickly for a moment. We've been receiving odd signals from outside of the planet. I believe it is best to keep all of you safe.
What kind of signals?
He's just going to look between the two of you.
We were about to just be leaving, so...
If you believe that is the safest choice, then I will gladly leave you toward your ship. As he'll hold his hand out, aimed over towards your guys' ship.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go.
All right. So, as you guys are heading over towards your ship, some stuff is going to happen. I just need a quick second to prepare. As you guys are heading over towards your ship, above you, you guys are going to see what looks like breaking out of the atmosphere is this large golden bronze-like ship. It looks more like a ship set for parties and engagements more than anything else. As you can see these large sails that reach up and out the top of the ship, bending backwards and connecting to the back, as it begins shooting down from the sky down towards all of you. As it comes closer and closer, you watch as it begins hovering right above your guys' ship. As you guys are heading over towards it, you'll watch as what looks like a small craft connected to it will begin to float down. You guys are going to watch as all of these younglings and stuff like that from the city are being called back. As you can hear what seems like a bit of a siren-like sound is going off as they all begin running back towards the temple. The only ones that stay with you is, of course, Aurora and Anakin. You're going to watch as Anakin swings up and ignites his blade quickly. As you'll see, his blade, you would have seen this before as well, is a bright white. As he walks with you guys, he's going to say, "Stand behind me."
Can Nin rush forward?
Yeah, you can rush forward. So you'll see.
And then not do that.
You'll see this first then. As you get close to this big ship, you're going to watch as it's going to shoot from a cannon on top of it what looks like a large ball, a sphere. You're going to watch as it explodes in the air and a large blue energy with 4 spikes shoots out and each spike slams down into the earth around this small bit of city. As you watch as the coils and the wires begin to straighten out, you'll see this energy field that begins to waft around the town, not hitting the temple. As you guys look, you'll see this ship, the little ship that comes out, come down and lower right above the dirt as Nin's running forward. And you'll see coming out from this vessel what looks to be a massive hut. He begins to crawl downward, and he just lifts up his hand very gently from his side as he waves at all of you that begin walking forward.
Wait, there's a Twilight's grabbing Aurora and like stepping away.
As you begin stepping away, you're gonna watch him lift his hand. He's gonna go, wait, I'm here for one of you. As he begins pointing over at the two Twi'leks.
Twilight's gonna push Aurora to Sunset.
Sunset will take Aurora and is going to attempt to run with them to a nearby building. As
Can I help Sunset
Yeah, you can
in
run
some
with
way?
them as well, yes.
Yeah.
As the hut's gonna slip forward, they're gonna say, "Are you," as he begins moving closer, "the son of the Hut Slayer?" As he looks over at you. You look quite similar to him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a month ago, we captured a group of individuals that headed to Nal Hutta, attempting to find someone, and in doing so, they wiped out half the Hut population. They were a Twi'lek by the name of Twilight, and they had a few compatriots that went along with them.
That doesn't make any sense. And Twilight's gonna look over at Exodus. I have been missing for 3 months, actually.
What?
I haven't been doing anything for 3 months, I guess. You can ask our droid over there.
You're going to watch as Anakin walks forward and is going to say, "Enough of this. We will not allow any slavers on our grounds." And you're going to watch as the Hutt very annoyedly pulls out a small remote and presses a button. And you're going to watch as a beam of energy shoots from his ship. A large blue ray of what looks like ion energy is going to begin cascading down towards Anakin, crushing him into the dirt. And as he's trying to use the Force to keep himself safe, but you'll watch as his mechanical limbs begin to falter, as he's using only now a chunk of his arm kind of holding up forward as the mechanical parts kind of dangle, as he's holding this beam from just destroying him. As he's letting out a loud roar, the Hutt's going to kind of move around him and is going to say, "Are you saying that you are the Twi'lek that attacked Nal Hutta?"
I am not, because that is not what I have been doing. I've been traveling to Tatooine.
We thought we had killed you. We had learned about your son here. Came to look for him. I'm assuming it's that one over there that just ran off. Well, we can get double the revenge here today, it seems. And then he's going to lift up his hands towards his mouth and let out a loud whistle. And we're going to roll for initiative, as it's just you guys standing in front of this hut at the moment. As he lifts up a blaster and points it towards you guys. As he does so, you guys will watch coming down from the ship, and you'll see a bit of a bright light and a jetpack flying down, and you watch slam down into the dirt what looks to be a Mandalorian bounty hunter with green armor and red paint that kind of drips upon it. As he sets down into the earth, he's going to look down and over at you guys, and he's going to say, "Which one of them's the target?" As we're going to start the initiative.
Would I not be there because I've been running with Sunset?
You're a little bit far away, but we're going to be opening up roll 20.
Gotcha. Oh. Oh, let's get that 20.
Wow. I got a nat 20.
Yay!
Roll 20.
There's the roll 20 link.
Gotta open up Discord. Nope, not Walt Disney Co. stocks.
We just
I
close out
wanted-
the other roll 20 and then.
I don't have a
Oh, I
token
gotta-
for Sunset
hold on.
because she's not going to be in the combat, but
2 players, Christopher and Andy C. That's it.
Gotta load up my thingy on my computer. Right here. Well, first I gotta roll for initiative, so I'll just do that. Two.
just so you guys know, it's not. You can skin it like that. It's not all thoughts are between the two of you guys. It's just when you purposefully talk to each other. So if you
Yeah,
want to
I
keep
think
stuff
we're
from
doing-
each other, you can. Yeah, no, I'm just letting
We're
you know
just-
for
Yeah,
factually.
we're doing like the thing like we did with with Comet and Rhodey,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
like
yeah.
at the beginning like they don't even know that they're doing it until they
Yeah.
like learn to control it type thing. I think.
I figured. I'm good with that. I was just letting you know, just in case. I know you've done it before, anyways, so you're good.
Cool. We could move to in-game though, so that we're not like clamming up
Yes,
the
yes,
Wild
if you
Space
could.
chat.
Mm,
That was an @ Nick right there.
Wait,
I
what?
just started it.
What?
You
Oh,
did
and
start
then-
it, Nick.
Yeah, I just started it. Yeah, I was just trying
I'll
to
just roll for.
follow along
what-
and
Aurora.
just do interactive roleplay. That's fun.
In the in-game chat, Nick. We can do it in the in-game chat. It doesn't make a difference to you. I don't understand. The in-game chat literally has the description for Katie and Andy's psychic talks.
Yeah. Clearly.
And. Oh, that's.
all right,
got that
we're
wrong.
ties in the initiative now.
Oh shit,
Boom.
I gotta put my initiative in.
Wow, I can't believe you only got a 13.
Wow, I can't believe I only got a 16.
Wow,
got
we're doing
6.
pretty. Oh no.
You know, it's funny because I could use Dash's bad feeling to like walk away from this, but like I feel like he's too in his head right now to even care, so I'm not gonna.
All right. So we're gonna start the initiative with some battle music that I feel like is. Oh, I didn't even end up playing the. Dang it! Didn't play the music for the hut. Just played
Wait,
peaceful
oh my
dance music.
gosh. Well, I can move people.
Yes, you can move everyone. Don't.
What?
Why not move me, please?
Are you
Don't
moving
do it.
Nin,
I'm
Okay.
not moving and I stopped moving Nin.
Chris? All right. Who's first in the initiative? Twilight.
Yeah.
This Hutch just pull out a
Oh, I
gun
didn't
from you.
put it- I forgot to put my initiative in the initiative order.
Oh yeah, put it in the initiative order.
Oh no.
So did
So
Exodus.
why is
Oh, no, you
X's
didn't.
waiver here? Is this like on purpose?
Oh
Is
no, I
that
missed.
purpose?
I put him there. Originally, I had plans for how you guys were to come into this area, but then things changed a little bit, so I had to move things around.
Twilight's gonna like glare at the hut. Well, you can ask everyone that I'm with that I wasn't there.
He's going to say, I don't need any lies and deceit, Twi'lek. You're coming in with me and my bounty hunter. Do you understand?
That is not happening.
Well, then you're gonna come in a little more bruised than your expectations. Look at what we just did to the scourge of the galaxy in one laser beam.
Does Twilight really know who Anakin is?
Not by Anakin, and this guy just called him the Scourge.
I know nothing about this guy.
Well, you don't know the one that wiped out all the Jedi? The one that hides here now trying to make amends? I've heard stories, I lived them.
Well, I have not. And then Twilight's just gonna try to kind of... Where is our ship located?
Behind him, underneath his ship.
Well, I'm going to need you to move.
He's gonna hold up his gun pointed at you. So does the bounty hunter.
Twilight's gonna sigh and take out a vibro knuckle and hold it up to them.
He looks at you and goes, Really? Is that how you did it? With that? It must have taken a long time.
You said that I killed a hut a month ago.
He's gonna look at you with a stern face and he's going to say, I did. With the
Then-
help of Jedi.
That is not true. So,
Well, let's put it to a test then. And see if you're the one I'm really looking for. Come on. Try and kill me.
give me 1 second, because I'm gonna look up. Okay. They both have a gun?
The bounty hunter, that seems to be a Mandalorian, he has a rifle at his side, pointed over at you. And then, yes, the hut has a small pistol.
I'm gonna cast darkness over here.
Over where?
Over here?
Oh, yeah.
In a 15-foot radius around the hut.
Heck yeah. That's a pretty good thing to do, yeah. As you cast darkness, you'll hear him begin to cough. As he begins swiping his hands as the cloud begins to fume up and higher and higher. Wait, is this a force one, or is this a tech power?
This is the force power.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that he would need to cough, it's just I can't see. I'm gonna turn this down.
How would you like to skin how you do the darkness? Because would you like to just make the dust kind of go up into a big darkness cloud, or?
Sure.
Well, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then he'll continue coughing.
And then Twilight's gonna look at back at the group. All right, I think that we should just leave this area.
I'd kind of like to kill it though.
I would like to not endanger my son or anyone else.
It's all right.
And Dash wanted to leave, I thought.
Dash, are you reacting to this?
Dash is like holding onto his head and like looking down at the ground.
Okay. We can go this way and try to loop around to get to the ship. Sorry, that's gonna point over this way. This time we're not splitting up. Is that clear?
So we're not fighting this thing. We're just gonna run away.
Twilight's gonna nod.
I mean, what if they're not gonna do anything bad here or anything like that?
We just have to go. Twilight's right.
He's clear. He just said he's after me. And if we leave, then what is he going to do here?
No clue.
Well,
It's fine. Twilight's right. Let's just follow him.
Okay.
Twilight's gonna nod. And then Twilight's gonna give one last look at Exodus. Don't split up this time.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go.
Character check.
What?
Uh-oh.
Excuse me? Stop. Okay. This error is... Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Noted.
Okay.
Where do you move, Twilight?
I have 50-foot movement, so I'm gonna go here and go over here to go get. Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna leave over here.
Sweet. Legendary action. The bounty hunter is gonna go. You're not getting away that easily. As he's going to fly up and over this building and land on the top, looking down at you.
He can see me.
He sure can. As you look at him, it looks like over his visor you can see what looks like a little, his little antenna has flipped down, and there's a little bit of a scanning like thing in front of his helmet as he looks down at you.
Over here.
Hmm?
Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh.
He's on top of the building
Oh.
though. He's looking down at you. Here, we'll put you, it makes sense to be here too, because you're ushering, him to hide. So he's on top of the building looking down. We're gonna face him towards you. As the other legendary action, okay, this is what he's gonna do. So we're going to... All of y'all are going to make a wisdom check, wisdom insight check, so insight. As you're going to hear him yell, he's going to say, "You will come, and you will face me, or I swear to God I will chase you to the edge of this galaxy and beyond. You will deal with what you have wrought. You..." As he begins to shoot off into the sky. Everybody's within 60 feet. Anybody that can hear him.
Making an insight.
And everybody's making an insight check, and I have to make a contested against all of you guys.
Does that mean Aurora also makes one?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everybody. So we're gonna start with Twilight.
Insight check.
This isn't like a reaction, right? This is just like we get
This is a legendary
this is
action.
passive. No, I mean for us, like we're not burning anything to do this, right? It's just for free we get this.
Yes, it's just a contested check.
Cool.
Twilight, what did you get?
20.
All right, you pass. Chose, what did you get?
I got a 7, but rolled a natural 1.
All right. You will talk to you. Remember that you failed. Exodus, what did you get?
24. 24.
Okay, he got a 30. So we'll get it with you, and then. What did you get, Nin?
8.
All right, you failed. Sora, what did you get?
I got a 4.
Okay, you failed. Actually, because the two of you are just talking to each other, not really paying attention, it seems, I will give Soro and Dash advantage. Essentially like a DM inspiration, because that makes sense that you guys aren't paying attention as much to what he's saying.
That does make sense.
A 4.
Okay, that's worse.
A 12?
All right. I think Twilight is the only one who passes.
Oh, Aurora.
and
Sort of-
Aurora.
Doesn't
Aurora got a
heavily
14.
care what the Hut's saying, but
Well, it's an ability. I'll explain it. So he's used his overwhelming presence. You guys are frightened of it. Since he used intimidation until the end of his next turn.
no one can be frightened within 5 feet of me, including
All
me.
right. So then you guys are all.
No, except me, because I ran away with Sunset.
Yeah. So you and you aren't frightened.
Woo!
Yay.
Aurora is frightened.
Yay.
Chose is frightened. He doesn't make a check. And the
But we are
Twilight's
charmed
fine.
still?
No, you aren't charmed. Charmed is easy to use persuasion.
You also can't be charmed within 5 feet of me, also. So
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're just a badass.
So yeah, just more reason to get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
With that, it's the next turn in the initiative because those were legendary actions. What did we got in the initiative? It's now Nin's turn. Nin, what are you doing? Are you listening to Twilight? Or you're here, by the way.
Right up here, jump on.
Wait,
building, run across.
wait. Nin, you're already here. You're already here because you ran forward earlier.
Wait, what? But then, okay. Oh,
I didn't place Nin properly because remember Nin charged over towards the ship, so Nin's just been standing underneath this hut.
oh, like Nin is in darkness, so can't see that.
What are you doing, Nin?
Okay, well, now then, am I technically frightened? Because I wasn't next to.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, it depends because you
thought-
said you were charging forward.
Yeah, but
I
then,
don't-
like, you know,
I
the
wouldn't-
whole conversation happened. Then might have backed up, like.
Yeah, I'll say that you backed up. You want to be here then?
Well, yeah. Before I launched myself across, around the hut and land behind them,
All right. So what are you doing?
slashing them.
Oh my
A lot.
gosh.
The first attack is a nat 20.
That hits.
Why does it say my unarmed strikes are only +5?
Nice on a nat 20.
Hold on, my weapon thing disappeared. I don't know where my fists are. Monk weapons.
Oh no.
Martial arts, here it is.
Katie, why'd you type 20?
1 second. It disappears, this thing. Alright, 9th level, my fists are D6s. Okay. And our proficiency bonus is a +4. Okay, so that's technically a 29 hit, natural 20. That's going to deal 7 damage. And could I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Right. So can you repeat the damage for me really quick? Just because I was reading something.
7 slashing damage.
7, and then a wisdom save?
Let me check. Stunning strike is a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
They're going to succeed it.
All right.
They're going to use a legendary resistance.
Next attack is an 18 plus 9.
That hits.
Plus, to hit. So that's a 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 7 more damage. Could I have another Constitution saving throw?
Yes. That's going to be Constitution saving throw.
DC 16.
Does a 23 pass? Yes, because he. Okay, yes.
Yes, it does. Third attack. This one, they had a little button in their arm that did a big old laser beam. I want either to chop that arm or to take that item or to break that item. Any one of those 3.
Are you able to see in this darkness, by the way?
Yeah, I don't. I can't exactly see, but I can. It doesn't impose any disadvantage.
Okay, that's what I figured, because your whole kit's about putting down darkness and fighting in it. Okay, that's going to be disadvantage for this task.
Sounds good. That is a miss with a 9 to hit.
That will miss. As you go to strike at it, he'll swing his arm back and he'll say, "Get off of me! I can't see you, but I swear to God, if I find you."
Fourth and final attack, just normal one this time. Back to hitting real good. That's a 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
That is 5 damage.
He'll take 5 damage.
All right.
Are you making any noises while you're doing this? Are you like going, yeah, blah, yeah, like making noises, or are you being silent?
I think for most of the attacks, I think when I went for the button, I made a yeah kind of attack. But I'm supposed to be a silent ninja, so
yes.
And then we're going to move a little bit more and use reaction to disappear to hide.
All right, roll a stealth check.
All right, that is in fact a real good stealth.
All right. Are you moving away from him or staying in the same spot?
I moved a little bit.
All right, let's see the range on this.
He cannot take attacks of opportunity.
Nope, that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna legendary action, however. As he's yelling out, slamming his fist at his side, he's gonna go, "You will not do that again!" As he's like slapping his sides. He is going to Wait 1 second. I want to read something.
Ooh, can you add 4 more damage? There's a little ability that I forgot.
Yeah, you're good. I just need to. So 23. Okay. All right, it's not close enough. All right. He is going to swing his tail back at a disadvantage as he begins thrashing it behind him. It has a 10-foot reach.
All right.
Wait, is that... Why'd you move yourself like that? How did you...
Well, I walked away.
Are you there?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. I was very confused because there was like... Did you use Alt when you moved yourself?
Yeah, I don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm in that square. that you told me.
So let's make it a disadvantage attack. Does an 11 hit you?
It does
that wasn't
not.
even that wasn't even disadvantage. 1 second. It was worse. He got a nat 1. You watch as he slams his tail on the building and goes, "Ah!" as he hurts his tail.
Yeah, he does.
The hide, by the way, is 24.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
All right. We go to the next in the initiative order. Chose. You are frightened.
Yes.
You're afraid. You're afraid at what this hut might do if you simply leave. They're not really kind individuals.
Yeah. I'm going to stay with Aurora and Sunset. Because I'm scared to move closer. I'm too frightened to move closer, and I know moving away might be bad. So I will take. I'm gonna take Sunset's. I'm gonna follow Sunset's lead. And I will. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give her the help action for. Anything she might do. Can you declare a help action like that, or does it have to be a specific like?
You can do a prepared help action, I guess. Or no, help action is exactly that. Yeah, you use your action and then you get help.
I'm gonna use my action to help Sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll use it as she so cares to.
I don't think I have any. Yeah. So no, that's just us. That's me.
All right. She's going to pick up Aurora and she's going to say, "We need to go. My brother's right there. We'll follow him."
I will. Yeah. I'll nod. I'll nod.
Can if it's Sunset's turn and she's moving out the door, can Twilight try to stop her? Like at least when he sees her to tell her to stop going forward.
Yeah, she's gonna share the turn with Aurora, which is at the end of Chose's turn, and she's gonna look at you as you put your hand up. I assume, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna go, "What?"
He's gonna kind of mouth whisper, "Don't come out yet."
She's gonna look at you confused, and she's gonna nod her head, and she's gonna point over towards this door, Chose, and she's gonna say, "We'll go that way."
I'll yeah, nod my head up and down, just kind of too frightened to speak, and just kind of.
She's gonna carry Aurora
Yeah.
over there.
I shall follow.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That was me, yeah. Yeah, that was my turn, yeah. Are you controlling Aurora for stuff, or do you want me to, or?
You can if you want. I'm just using that as a marker for Sunset as well now, because she's carrying him.
Okay. I mean, at least for now, yeah, I think Aurora will just, Oh, actually, no, they'll use an action to hide.
Oh, yes, they will do that, as they're gonna kind of like, curl up and pretend to be a part of Sunset's clothes. What's their stat for that?
They have a plus, hold on, actually, let me go real quick, check the table. They have a +5 to that, so they get a 20. Not natural 20, just a rolled 20.
All right. That's pretty good. Yeah, they're pretending to be a part of Sunset's clothes as they've kind of hid within what she's wearing. He's gonna look back at you. It looks like there was a little bit of fight in him before the hut yelled out, and now he seems a bit terrified. It is now Aurora's turn. Okay, no. Dash's turn. Dash.
Dash is going to do something very quick and succinct. He's going to concentrate really hard as he just kind of starts to. Who is spazzing measurements around Dash? What the fuck?
I wonder who.
That looks like a Chris arrow. Chris, are you being a malcontent?
Yeah, and you know who else?
Oh.
I saw Blue. The only person Blue here is the Mr. D or DM here. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so Dash is going to. Oh my god, I'm just not gonna look at the screen.
I'm sorry.
Dash is no, it's okay. It's to distract me. It's all. Dash is going to, still grabbing his head. He's just going to like concentrate for a moment, and just his form is going to start to like almost like blur a little bit as he starts running. So he's using his action to cast Forced Blur. So any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against me, unless they don't rely on sight, or they can see through illusions like True Sight. So as he casts Force Blur, he's then going to run, and bonus action dash as he's well, unless any of these doors don't open. Does this door open?
Yeah, the doors are all. They're not really doors. They're just open ways.
Okay. Then he is going to move straight through there, and around here, and through this doorway, and I believe this is his full 60 feet of movement.
Okay. With
Be right back.
And that's his turn.
Yeah.
As a legendary action on your turn, because I forgot I have these. Looking down at you, Twilight, you're gonna watch as this Mandalorian points his wrist down towards you, and you're gonna watch as a wire whips out from his hand and goes over towards you, as he's gonna make an attack roll. What's your AC?
18.
That's gonna be a 26. As this wire goes down and around you, you're gonna watch as it begins to wrap around your body, and on your turn, you can use your action to try to break through this if you'd like.
Okay. No damage?
No damage. No, you don't take any damage for it. It's just a capturing wire. On his turn, however, he is going to use the dash action instead of an attack. As you're going to watch as he's going to fly upwards.
Hold on. Only Dash can use the dash action. It's in his name.
Copyright infringement. Send him a lawyer's mail.
I'm just being a jerk, Ty. I'm sorry.
Cease and desist, Mr. Mandalorian. Cease and desist.
You can take away my 2 HP. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Put
good.
down the
He's going.
jetpack.
He's going to fly you up. Into the sky, as he's also going to use a ranger's quarry on you. But he's going to be flying you. So what's going to happen is, as he flies up,
I'm back.
you're going to go with him, Twilight. As he's going to rip you up, as he goes 80 feet in the air, you will now be about 75 feet up into the air as he hoists you up, and you're just dangling below him as he's rocketing up into the sky. It looks like he's trying to take you over towards his ship.
What? Okay.
He hasn't gone that far because he mostly went straight up. So he only moved like a little bit. Actually, I don't even know if he'd move because he'd just go straight up. He's just trying to discombobulate you. So that's his turn. That was his. Now his reactions are. 1 second. I'm back. It's the Hutt's turn. He's going to back up and out from the smoke.
Is he walking on me? How does this work?
Well, he doesn't know you're there is the problem.
Are we? Can we just say that my stealthiness has me like hop up onto the wall, so he kind of just like slithers past?
Yeah, he's still going though. That was only 10 movement, so he's gonna go. He's got 25. He's gonna go here and he's gonna say, "No, you don't." As he's gonna lift up his blaster and he's going to point it at you, Dash, and he's gonna fire off.
On disadvantage.
Twice. On disadvantage. He's not a very good shot. So.
Oh snap.
Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Does a 10 hit you?
No.
As he begins firing off, he keeps aiming for what isn't you, and he just goes, "Fuck! Damn it!" As he begins trying to fire at you, and he's gonna say, "You little rat, just get shot!"
Dash is just gonna scream, "Just stay away and leave me alone!"
He's gonna look at you, he's gonna go, No, I don't think I will, because I just realized I don't think any of you died on that planet, because now, based on what I saw in that holo vid, I think I recognize all of you. All of you are the ones that were killing Hutts. One of them was my father, and I will have my vengeance.
I've never killed a Hutt. What are you even talking about?
He's gonna go, Liar! With that, let's see if there's anything else he can do on his turn. Wait, were you charmed or frightened by them? No, because you didn't. Okay. Good. You're gonna watch as he whistles. Kind of whistling up into the sky, and for his reaction, he's going to give his bounty hunter friend the ability to use their reaction to use their movement towards him. So in the sky, he is going to take Twilight zinging through the air over here.
Wow.
Wah,
Well,
wah,
What?
wah,
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 Wow.
wah.
wah.
Wow.
Wait, Ty, can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Where's our ship again?
right behind him.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that. I just want to make sure.
Like, I mean, like right behind him, like 5 feet behind him.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Yep.
Oh. If we just get on the ship.
It is
I don't
amazing.
think he's gonna take the ship for the life of his father. I'm sorry.
Alright, where's Exodus' ship in this situation?
Oh, now it's Exodus's ship.
I've-
All of a
Okay.
sudden.
Alright.
This is actually
You know that wasn't the problem. The problem was that you went alone. Shit.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it Sora's turn. Sora, what are you doing?
okay, this is magical darkness, right?
Yep.
Or like enhanced darkness, or
Yeah, you can't see anything past it. There's
Yes.
also some walls in your way.
cool. Well, I will just boop.
Yep.
Then I will phase walk. Boop.
Yeah, you're right back near the ship right now. You're right in front of the landing pad that is currently up.
But I see him attacking.
You see him
Dash, right?
attacking Dash, yep, and you also see...
Yep.
Wait, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay, never mind.
As I will make 2 attacks against him.
Oh.
First being reckless. So I can only make 1 reckless. That'll be a 22.
That hits?
Okay, and then just to double check, the second one will be a 14.
The 14 also hits.
Coolio. Okay, I'm just gonna might as well go a little crazy. I'll add 2 force smites to that at max, so that will be in total.
How much damage?
Just wait. Of all attacks, I just need to add a bunch of stuff.
You're good. Are you rolling this on the Roll20, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd add just 68 damage. With
you.
both. Oh wait, actually, I can actually re-roll that one of those ones. I think. Let me just double check if Great Weapon Fighting does anything weird, because it might. Oh, I can re-roll all those ones. So that's a 1d6. For I think only on a weapon. Okay, so then it's only I can re-roll 2 of those d6s. Same roll anyway, so nothing, just 68 still.
All right. Yeah, as you go back and strike him, you'll watch as your sword begins to cut into the back of his flesh as he begins to let out a horrible, awful scream. As he's going to begin cussing in Huttese, dropping horrible words of anger and frustration.
What is he saying? Just swearing?
Yeah, he's just swearing. Yeah, he's just dropping cusses and horrible words.
This fucking
Some
cat,
stuff about
stupid
Cathar.
fucking
Some stuff about
looking cat
Cathar
ass,
specifically.
fucking cat boy, fucking looking
Yeah,
ass cat
fucking
man.
Nya.
wearing a maid costume, fucking cat ears. Fucking,
Ooh woo,
Nya,
deal
nya.
68 damage, nya, on a
Uh,
single
Woo,
turn.
nya, nya, fucking cat
um,
boy.
on
Real
is that your
Aldrich
turn?
Hours, nya.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
He's gonna use his legendary reaction to slap the fuck out of your face with his tail. He has advantage, correct?
Yeah, but he's just gonna hit as I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay.
So just deal damage.
All right, I'm scared. I don't like this.
You forgot about the cactus that is Soro.
25, does that hit?
1 second. 2, 8.
So yeah, he'll just hit.
Yeah, I'm just rolling damage really quick.
Like walking.
You'll take 10 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. Kinetic, sorry.
Cool.
What? Yeah,
So-
it's his hits.
Okay, I'll just spend 3 force points again. Okay, so that will be... Gotta add all my damage now. Plus... Okay, since it was a reaction... Idea. Extra this. Ooh, and then an extra this. 46 damage. Oh, actually, I'm gonna reroll that too, though, because I can reroll 1s or 2s. Okay, cool. Actually, that's not a 46. That is a 49 damage.
49 damage.
Ew woo.
Ooh,
Nya nya.
Indeed, nya, nya.
100 damage in 1 turn. Nya nya.
Yeah. You guys will watch as Soro leaps over, and you watch as he takes his blade, and you'll watch as he just doesn't even unsheath it, and then you watch as the HUD's head slides out in a slant and flops down onto the ground.
I-
He only dealt
did we
10 of my
really just
110
witness-
damage. Nya nya.
Did we really just witness that? What the fuck?
Yeah. On the other legendary action, you guys are gonna hear Boba Fett go, "Well, looks like I'm not getting paid." And you're gonna watch as he pushes a button on his wrist, and you watch as Twilight gets dropped down from the sky about 75 feet. As-
You are a monk.
So distant.
Yes.
What?
Um.
Wait, but also, what does me being a monk have to do with? Oh wait, never mind. I'm
Oh,
not
you take-
casting
you-
that. I'm gonna slow fall. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't
you
know
just
why. I
you
have
just
that.
naturally resist. Yeah.
Okay, well I have a force power for it too. Okay.
I just thought it was funny that like you said it and then you asked why again and then you said it again.
As he backs up, he's going to say, "Hey, by the way, if you push that button in his hand, it'll turn off the laser. But I'm gonna take this ship and get out of here. No hard feelings." As he's just gonna like dip his hand from his helmet and fly away.
And Twilight's just gonna stare at him as he.
Well, he's saying this
That
to
guy
Soro.
seems kind of nice.
Oh. Cool.
Soro, did you really just do that?
Yeah. No. Oh my god, I had this weird fucking. Oh, that was odd. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Good old Soro way.
Can I hop off of this building?
Yeah. Soro,
Are we...
do you
sorry.
push the button on the remote, Soro?
Sure, I will.
You'll watch as the energy stops hitting Anakin, as he's going to go. As he's just laying there, and he's going to say, "Go!"
Okay, yeah, let's just get out of here.
Okay. Dash runs on the ship.
Okay. Twilight's gonna wait for Aurora and Sunset.
Yeah, they come. They come. To you.
And shows.
Well, yeah, I guess chose to. He'll wait for chose.
I'll take it.
Sure.
Yeah, as you guys, I assume everyone's scurrying onto the ship.
I have a question. Do I recognize this hut?
This hut? You
Yeah.
don't recognize him personally, no. You don't think you've ever met this hut. He's not the one from the venture, and he's not one that you've met before. He looks younger, even though he's a bit large. Usually size denotes age amongst the huts in some regards. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
Does he look anything like the hut that Twilight was with before?
Roll a insight check as you look at his
Like-
slimy cut off head.
Like, does he look like he could be the son of that other hut?
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, Nikos, for not
Wait.
giving you your turn.
Confused.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm rolling an insight check. I got a 7.
Yeah, he does look like he could have been the one that the father you killed, but honestly, huts, and this isn't to be rude or anything, but this hut looks about the same as the other 2 huts you've looked. The only difference is, of course, his gold and denoting of armor and stuff like that. He's got like shoulder pads on his shoulders, and he's got a kind of pale green skin. The one that you used to work for had a darker green skin, and would have gold kind of implanted in his teeth and other places.
Okay. Well, it's just gonna get on the ship.
Yeah, as you guys get on the ship above you is going to fly away as you watch as it lifts up and away. You'll hear some blaster fire from the ship above you, and you guys will watch as some of the what seems like were guards on the ship begin to plummet down and off of the ship with blaster holes in them as they plummet down to the ground. As you guys get on your ship, you guys kind of get a bit comfortable. Aurora's gonna look at you, Twilight, as well as Chose, and is gonna say, "Who was that?"
I don't know, but Exodus, can you come here for a minute?
Sure.
So we, according to that, we split off at. Wait, what is the planet name? Sorry.
Nalhada.
Nalhut.
Oh no, the planet that we have. Never mind.
The one that starts with an S, I think. Sadu.
Seleucami.
What?
No, Celeste.
You said that we parted ways at Celeste. Then why did we do that?
Why did they do that?
Why? What was the reason?
No, I know. I'm asking Ty. Why did they do that?
To go look for Twilight Sun on Nalhada.
To go look for your son.
But he was on Tatooine. That's why we were meeting at Tatooine.
Yes, I'm confused as to why you decided to go there personally, but oh well.
Well, we didn't go to. Twilight's gonna look at over at Joe's. We didn't go to Nahada.
So you just. Then where did you go?
We went to Tatooine.
All right.
Did you go to Nailhada?
No.
Really quick,
Well-
just to interrupt, RP that's happening in in game. I need that to pause for 1 second because something's gonna happen from what Dash said, and I don't want it to continue too far past that. If that's okay.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Yes.
Great. So excited.
This isn't making any sense. None of us went to Nauhada, and none of us killed a hut together.
Yeah, I think I remember if any of us were like fighting those guys. I mean, we fought like there was those like weird things that were like on people's faces. You remember those, right?
On our ship. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they boarded us and like
We did meet Zeta and some other people, and then we kicked them out of our ship. Did you not see us do that?
You were not present for that moment.
What? Do you mean...
no, Twilight was there.
No,
Then- What happened then?
I encountered a strange vessel. I was attacked. Similarly to how you described,
Well, you
I
weren't
escaped.
attacked. Our ship was attacked. I don't know what you were doing during that, but it was just us fighting that.
Okay.
As Exodus says, okay.
What?
Dash, as you think in your head that it's a curse, something will happen. You'll watch if you look at the ground, like, because you said you were looking at the ground earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch as a blue energy drips, almost like standing in a pond, as you watch as it waves from your feet. As it begins to once again wrap throughout the ship and across the halls, you can see this energy dip up and around the walls of the ship as well. And you guys will
What's happening?
feel the ship, as you guys are talking, as Exodus said. Okay. You guys will feel the ship shift, like it kind of drops like an inch, and you'll hear a loud clunk sound. You guys are all standing in the cockpit at the moment. As you look forward, none of you are on Dantooine anymore. You're on a pitch black, dark void of a planet where you can see twin suns in the sky spiraling around each other. As you can continue your
Does everyone
Do
see
we
this?
all? Do we
everybody
see
sees
this?
this. Everybody sees this through the cockpit window. Everybody watch Dash
Ah,
have blue
shit, it
energy.
happened again.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean again?
Dash walks away from the cockpit and goes to his room.
You guys would have all seen this energy come from Dash, by the way.
He doesn't say a word.
Twilight's not gonna let Dash walk to his room. He's gonna
Dash.
stand in front of Dash.
He's gonna push past you.
You need to stop. What did you just do?
He's gonna push past you.
Twilight's not gonna let you.
Can I roll?
I'll. Well,
Can I roll contested, DM?
You can roll contested, yeah.
All right.
Athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
Wait, me athletics?
Yes.
Can I do acrobatics then instead?
Yes, that's why I said athletics versus athletics / acrobatics.
So I
I got an-
18. Oh, god damn it.
You need to tell us what you just did.
He draws his lightsaber. Move.
Dash,
okay.
what is going on?
Okay, let's all be chill. Maybe
I-
Twilight let him go, and I'll talk with him.
I don't think that this is reason for fighting Dash. I'm asking you what you just did.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's
He
just
lifts his head up. He lifts his head up, and there's like, for the first time, and you see like tears running down his face, and his eyes are like bloodshot, and he says, "I don't fucking know, Twilight. So why don't you move out of the way so I can go to sleep?"
I think that we first need to figure out what just happened. And you just caused it, Dash.
You can't figure out what just happened. I can't. Not even fucking Master Chose can. So let me get out of the way so I can have at
Well-
least one goddamn day Move.
I
Well,
don't.
if we
Sorry.
no, you're
I-
good. If we just you go.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean. I wasn't saying that at you. I just meant at the predicament. We just kept talking at the same time.
Oh,
Well, Twilight and Chose are bickering back and forth. No, you go. Dad's gonna keep walking. I'm joking. I'm not.
Katie, you may go.
I don't think that we should be separated while this is happening.
That's not in your control or mine.
That's why I'll go in my room. That's also Dash's room.
As you say that,
With them.
Dash disappears.
Cool.
What did he just?
Well, I'm really glad, Twilight. You know how to talk to kids. As Starwars just gonna is just gonna walk away. Into Dash's room.
Nin is going to go over to the council and is going to check the date.
Very
The-
smart.
The date is 1 week
Nin is
later.
good boy.
Mm,
What the fuck?
Alright, guys. We're 1 week and in a different place. Last time we weren't in a different place, were we?
We were just jumping out of Dantooine, right?
Well, okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Do
let's
the
just.
ship scanners say that there's any like ships nearby?
Ooh.
It does. It says
Ah.
there is one ship nearby.
Guys, there's a ship nearby. I'm gonna how do I get this to say what kind of ship it is?
I'll go over to help because I think I've been the operator.
Yeah, it was like whose job is this?
I'll go and help out Nin with that.
Make an investigation check for me then.
I'll
Nin
give you
is, or-
help.
Yeah.
Dash, I will get to you. You'll be the end of session, by the way.
Yeah, I figured it would be a thing. So.
If Nin's doing it, then I can give him advantage since like you're the one.
No, Nin will move out of the way so that
Okay.
you can do it. But give you like help.
I'll gladly take a help.
I have a question. Is this Exodus have the lightsaber thing in him?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the help, Chris. That was a 17
17.
investigation.
It seems to be a medium ship. It's about 3,000 feet away. To the
That's
north.
pretty
Oh.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Anything else about like the make of the ship or like?
Well, there's one life sign near it.
Is
What?
that one life sign or one life sign altogether?
What?
Mm.
How many?
Is it
how many
showing
life
up
signs
as a life
altogether is
sign
it?
or like yeah?
There's one life sign, one person.
Do you know where we are, Chose?
No, well actually okay no I'm gonna check the operator's thing to see where it points on the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yar. I check.
All right. You are in no charted area. This is not on any charted map. At least
It
not one
appears
that
we
this
are
ship
in a-
possesses.
It appears we are in wild space.
Dun dun dun.
That's where the session ends. No, I'm kidding.
He said the name of the game.
Roll the credits. We're done. Thanks, people. We'll be back for a second season.
Please renew our
Oh,
subscription, please.
It appears we are in a uncharted location of space.
Do you think that ship's infected like the other one? It seems to only have one life sign.
I think that we took care of Zeta and them before, or maybe.
But the ship went away. We never got the ship.
Violet's gonna look at X's. Did the ship also get away?
I don't know. That's a DM question.
Wait, what are you guys asking?
I asked Exodus if the ship went away for him too. Like
What ship?
the ship that Zeta was on with the
attacking
weird
it.
things.
The ship that was attacking
No,
Exodus'
so
ship.
Exodus just got. So Exodus was just running. A few of those weird pod things hit the ship, and then Exodus made the jump. So Exodus didn't fight the other ship. Exodus just ran. And fought Zeta on his ship. As the
I
ship was abandoned.
escaped. I did not fight. Exodus is going to sit down on a chair and buckle in at this time.
Why? Wait, what? What are you doing?
We have a tendency to jump to hyperspace whenever something happens, and every time that happens, I go flying across the room and knock someone unconscious, so I am preparing myself. So I am buckled.
Is this true?
I don't.
Wait, hold on. Can
Well,
I
I can't speak for that, but I know Andrew can say last time about something.
wait? Have we done that consistently with him?
It's happened more than twice, I think.
The last hyperspace jump we did, it was with, I want to say, like, the Emperor, like the Sith Emperor, and like it lasted for a few sessions, and like the sword did a thing, and it controlled an arm, and then it controlled the crew, and then the crew started knocking each other up, physically speaking, in the sense that they were unconscious.
Okay.
Exodus?
Well, we're
How far back does your keen mind go?
30 days?
Isn't it like a month?
Yep. 30
Make
days.
a lore check then for me.
Lore. Lore is okay.
Twilight's not good with kids.
what did
That's
I?
true. That's
well,
very true.
Well, 24.
Okay.
This is
24
Sodomach
lore.
that you're on right now. It's
Mm.
pitch black. It has the same twin suns. You can see the other planet that you've been on in the distance. All three of them. This solar system is very small and close together.
Well, I don't think that we're going to be going into hyperdrive anytime soon.
That's usually what I think. And then we do. So I'm being ready.
I at least am not planning on or touching anything with the hyperdrive right now.
I think that would be your job, anyways.
My job.
Right, that's why.
No.
Actually, it's the operators.
His job, yes.
What? To go into hyperspace?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, operators control the hyperspace. It wasn't the pilot.
I'm sorry. Well, oh well.
No, you're good.
Twilight doesn't know the difference.
Fair enough.
All good, yeah. I like to think that if Sig was like, if we said Sig did it, it was more so like he just looked to whoever was doing it, and he just points like, "Do it."
Wait, that means Mowgli is. Oh,
As you guys are talking, where did you go, Soro?
I went into Dash's room.
As you go to Dash's room, you'll see Dash sitting there up on his bed.
You back, Dash? Can I sense Dash's emotions?
What are Dash's emotions?
Panic, anger, despair again. Those are the predominant ones.
Dash, I don't know what's exactly going on. Don't think what's going on now is helping though. Can I come in? Yes? No?
fine.
Cool, awesome. Sorrel will come in. Man, to think Twilight's a parent and doesn't know how to talk to people. It's not a good sign, let me tell you. Oof. Is that how Twilight's always been? Like, wow.
Yeah, kind of. I'm barely even friends with Twilight.
Is anyone friends with Twilight on this shit? Besides the point, I'm getting into not appropriate talks right now.
This is why I keep him around.
Gotcha. Well, so I think, first off, I think we should get through a lot of topics here. I've been talking with you in my head, I think.
What?
Yeah, you were saying kind of the stuff that you were saying to Twilight, but also that, like, about how you're cursed and stuff.
How did you... I was just talking... Are you Head Sorrow?
I guess? I mean, you did constantly talk about a head Sorrow. I mean, I kept saying, no, I'm the real Sorrow. I'm, like, right here, talking to you via weird head talks. But, besides that point, listen, Dash. I was wandering the planet we were on, Dagobah, I think it was called, for a while. For like a good solid while. I left Chose. And when I left Chose, I found this cave and found this saber. I never had my own saber, and I was never allowed to make my own because I wasn't ready or whatever. And, you know how I could get this one. I just had to beat this person in combat if I grabbed the saber. So I did, and all I felt for a long time was excruciating pain as I held it there in that cave. That's all I felt. Horrid, awful pain. So like, nothing really hurts me now. Like, if you, like, cut me and stuff, I don't even really get phased by it.
Because,
it's nothing. Yeah, but besides the point, I was getting to a really, like, constant shit getting thrown at you. It doesn't make, as he kind of, like, points to his noggin, doesn't make this area work really, really well. You get really blind. That's when, like, when we first met, I almost, it's a blur, almost, honestly, for me. I was just into such an anger kind of thing. I was just kind of just outraged, ready to go fight shows to prove myself and whatever. And then I, like, calmed down and stuff. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, like, bad, right? You would say I was being an ass. A big jerk. Not really bad ass, more of just an ass by itself. Or an ass that's bad.
I'm not being an ass. I know what you're getting at. Maybe what you had to do is harder than what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm sorry. But... Oh no. Did we lose?
I cut out. Apologize. Okay.
Oh,
I wasn't saying you were an ass. I was saying, was I an ass?
I can tell what you're getting at, though, because you're gonna say that I'm being an ass now because of what's going on.
No, I wasn't actually implying that. I was saying how you're thinking is making things worse. That's all I can figure.
So you're gonna tell me how to think, then?
No, I'm just letting you know, if you keep calling yourself cursed and awful and get all the negative emotions in, what would Chose say if you start to feel huge amounts of negative emotions?
He would tell me... to
No, you keep going.
control them.
No. What would he say that... What type of group uses those?
Stiff.
Yes, okay. Well, okay, I think I'm doing what Chose does well. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, okay. So, and Sith, not saying Sith are bad people. I've met like one, they were really bad just because they attacked me. Was that person? I don't know. It's a lot of confusions, but basically, Sith get a lot of crazy, cool, powerful stuff when they get really negative. And from what I know, you're trying to fight a Sith thing, possibly?
No.
Cool, okay, well, I bet it's some other group with some other name, with some other philosophy,
Nothing.
another reason.
It's
Nothing,
like
okay.
not even the Force.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe how you're tackling it might not be the best idea, in just my opinion. If you keep saying, oh, I deserve this, or I'm supposed to have this, that's how it should be, you're not getting anything. And you might be thinking you're acting selfless when you're not being selfless.
Well, then who's going to die?
Oh, big question for a
Not
big
who,
thing.
then who?
I mean,
I can't
Mowgli
choose to
person
have
already
someone else die.
died. Maybe try talking with Mowgli again? See what's up with her?
Mowgli's alive. If Mowgli
Okay, but
has
maybe
the
she's...
power to do anything like a sacrifice, then that's some form of life, and I'm not going to let her sacrifice herself for me again.
But wasn't there, like, that thing about Mowgli dying and learning something to keep himself alive or something? Listen, I don't understand. You understand more about the Force than I do. And everyone on the ship does. 100. And that's why you know more than me. Because I know less. So...
How could you
What I'm just-
possibly know less than me?
Because I don't care about it. That's why. It's never done... From what I've seen of it, it doesn't help people, and it didn't help me, and it's just a weird thing that exists in the world. It's like how some plants are toxic. Some plants are really good to eat. It's like that weird order thing. It's just a weird thing of confusion and bullshit. And yeah, I don't think the Force is supposed to. And then a bunch of old people always go up and be trying to explain, well, this is how it's supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do. This and that. And you know what? They're all wrong. The Chiss,
Well,
I don't know enough about this Chiss, but literally every time you explain them, they sound manipulative, awful, horrible, and using you, honestly. I've talked with Thrawn personally. He kicked me out trying to save people, and almost left me to die, so... I don't know if Thrawn, if he's a big Chiss person, and if that's the representation of the Chiss Empire, I don't know if they're a great source to listen to.
I'm not listening to them. I don't know why you keep on thinking I'm listening to them.
I don't know what you're listening to.
I haven't listened to them ever. I'm not listening to anyone but myself.
So...
Isn't that what you're doing? Being independent? Making your own choices? Doing what you need to do for yourself? Well, I'm doing that, and I'm doing it for everyone else.
Yeah, that's why you're not doing what I'm doing.
Well...
And also,
I can't-
you're not doing what you're doing because... If I was doing what you were doing, I would have been a Jedi. That simple as that.
I'm not a Jedi.
Yeah, that's great. That's not the point of what I was trying to say, Dash.
Well, then what's the point?
The point is that if this is all a complicated, weird thing. But the fact that you keep thinking that you have to be the one to do this big thing to accomplish something is true. Should I have become a Jedi Knight? That's what everything would support. Shows supported it.
You made a choice. It was a hard choice, but you made the choice, and you told me it was like grasping on to a thorny vine. The tighter you hold on, the more it hurts, and the more you're just killing yourself. If I don't make this choice, I'm gonna have to... If I let someone else die for me, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life holding on to that vine. Forever. And that's on top of all of this... Whatever just happened. With obviously me, even Twilight could tell.
Well, Twilight's kind of a shit, so I don't really care what Twilight thinks, personally.
It doesn't matter what Twilight thinks, it just means that even Twilight could tell. Everyone can tell. It's me. I can't control it. I make us move all across wherever.
And you started moving when you were saying you were cursed. Right?
Well, I moved to where I wanted to go when I said that I can't control it, so...
Well, maybe there is some way to control it that we need time to... And I know you're about to say, I know it already, oh, we don't have time. Yep, we don't have time. We don't have a week, we don't have a time, because this whole thing...
Now it's just today.
Mm-hmm,
We're on the planet. I have to walk outside and do it. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to anybody.
Maybe because you don't have to? What you're doing now seems like you're holding on to a spiky vine, or making a spiky vine noose. You're letting the vine fully take you. You're doing the exact opposite of what you're saying. You're letting this consume you. You're not acting like yourself.
What do you mean I'm not acting like myself?
This is not your giggles, your creation, your mind, your intellect. I don't have that. I don't have that at all. Sure, I have a lot of cool things about me, but I'm not smart. I'll give you that. I'm not as wise sometimes. You know way more about me, and you get excited talking about things. You got excited talking about Sig Sig Soda. I don't know why, but you did, and you were so passionate about that. This is not something you're passionate. Yeah. This is not something you're actually passionate about. This is something you are just forcing yourself more and more to feel like you have to do. When people that care about you are willing to help or take your spot. Maybe you don't see... Mowgli's not saying, I'm dying for you. Maybe Mowgli's saying, like, I want you to feel happy and to not have this stress in your life.
But Mowgli can't take it away. Even if she...
What?
Even if she sacrifices for herself, I'm still gonna be stuck like this.
And then we can figure it out, because that's what the future's all about. Maybe it will go away when Mowgli sacrifices himself. We don't know how the future is. We can figure it out, though. You know how you don't figure it out? If you go down this whole path of sacrificing yourself.
Why won't you just let me?
Because you're my friend, and I care about you, and this is... I might not be smart, but this sounds like a dumb decision of just consuming yourself into a pile of suffering and awfulness.
Well,
you're not even happy.
Then you understand why I can't let Mowgli do it. Because she's my friend.
You're gonna... Dash, I can't control you. I can't do... If you want to go down this path... I'm not a teacher. I haven't been taught anything. I've been given some unfair shit.
That's why I want you to go with everyone else when this is over and find a planet to live together.
Oh,
And
so
be
hang
happy.
out with Twilight. That sounds really happy. Without you, with Twilight, it's so much fun. They're spoiled kid. That's also sounds super fun. Cho's lecturing me more. Great, wonderful. Nin might just wander off. Nin knows I'm not a Jedi. Nin might be like, oh, you're a faker, and then walk away. And Exodus will just be like, hey, make this weird video more with a...
Don't speak bad about Exodus.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you. You can't control my life either. If you're saying I can't control your life and control how you think, you can't do that to me. I can decide where I go. And if you do this,
Do
I
whatever
can't
you want.
stop you.
Make everything I'm doing for nothing for you. That's fine.
This is why you're not being selfless, Dash. Because I never asked you to do this. Never once.
If I had to wait for you to ask me, then that wouldn't be selfless.
But you're acting like you're doing this for me.
I'm doing this for everyone.
Again, we didn't. Dash. You're a great friend of mine. That's all I'm gonna say. Cool, amazing friend of mine. And I value you a lot. I might be brash and harsh, you know? Being a long time, stuck. Doesn't really help making friends. Sure, maybe I'm mean. I can be mean. But someone has given you the chance to live life with us and to be. And sure, you'll have to see people go. It sucks. I've seen so many people go. There were more Padawans on that ship. They were my friends. Hugh Yong was my friend. No one comforted me about it. Only you. They won't still. Oh, when you die, they won't come. I know that already. Maybe Cho's. So if you want to make this decision for me to do whatever when someone's given you the chance to keep living life and let us be stupid together, do it. If you want to keep thinking this is your selfless decision, you're letting go while you tie yourself up in all this negative bullshit and this whole idea that prophecies exist and we're all tied by whatever ideologies some old fuck that can live thousands and thousands of years decided, be my guest.
I don't think we're... I don't know. I didn't listen to... I just...
So we're just gonna kind of walk over and sit on the bed and kind of just pat Dash. Just, you are
me.
off. I will. We're gonna have... We'll need Cho's help, and we'll need Exodus's help, and we'll need all their helps. Through this, we'll complete this, and we'll all go home.
Dash just starts crying.
Sora will just hug Dash.
With
He's
that,
just gonna keep crying. No, that's good, that's good.
with that, we're gonna end session. Let's Let's get a PP boy goodbye.
As
Well,
PB Boy always says, take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. I don't think
Flexibility,
PB
love,
Boy
and
should take
trust.
credit for that. That was from Garnet from Steven Universe. Such a beautiful quote.
Here
I felt
comes
like
a thought.